Mine?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's take a
You're
look.
an artificer.
Give me a sec.
Well, it depends on what his first level was, I think, for save proficiencies, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the first level I definitely took Splitlander, I'm pretty sure. It's not loading.
Is
Yeah,
your first
it's
level
a 5. So and our yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I invested in it. I took resilience.
So dropped weapon. Put that up in resources as well. Which one of you uses torches or the light spell? Any of you?
Yeah, I mean, Arapel's shield is always lit up unless the party needs to put out lights.
Alright. Well, yeah, I'll just make that for everyone. Those things. Now, for spell effects, are any of you using spiritual weapon? I don't think anyone is. That's an older thing. What spell effects do everyone need? Or does anyone what AoE spell effects so I can make you guys personalized copies? Like for Fireball or something.
I mean, the ones I use a lot are, I would say, Hypnotic Pattern, Slow, Snap Static.
Hypnotic Pattern is a 30-foot cube?
I don't think it's persistent, though. Once it hits people, you're going to mark
Oh,
them.
you just need persistent ones, or?
Well, I mean, I can give you non-persistent ones just so you could place them, like for a Fireball.
Okay. Then yeah, it's a Hypnotic Pattern is a 30-foot cube.
Alright, so I don't have that right now, so I'll hold off on that. But what you said the other one was, what was it?
Slow is a 40-foot cube.
Okay, so yeah, I don't have that either.
Synaptic Static is basically just a fireball because it's a 20-foot radius.
Alright, so I'll make you one of those.
Wall of Force might be difficult because you can kind of like do a couple different things with it.
Yeah, there might be. I might have to go look for something for that, but I can at least give you the ones I have. So 20-foot radius. Let's duplicate that.
And the only other one, I guess, would be Web, which is a 20-foot cube.
Alright, so this is for Glenn.
Oh, and actually, now that I have the harp, Wall of Thorns, since I don't think Wall of Thorns is as, or no way, I think you can still mess around with Wall of Thorns, actually. Yeah, you can make it a circle too, never mind.
Alright, so I got you the 20-foot radius. What else do you need?
Be Web, which is a 20-foot cone. Or a 20-foot cube.
Okay. Make sure you can do the 20-foot radius I made for you. Make sure it works correctly.
Okay. Oh, it's got my name on it.
So we can't move your stuff.
Exactly. Only you can move this and place it, and then I won't have to worry about everyone else having issues.
Cool.
I could use a 20-foot cube and a 20-foot radius as well.
Everybody make an intelligence saving throw.
You feeble-minding everyone.
Alright.
If only.
And then, like I said, I've got the two others, and then I've got Wall of Force and Wall of Thorns. So, like I said, those might be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to just draw lines for those until we get something better. Alright, so I made Glenn his cube.
When you eventually make him, 30-foot cube and a 40-foot cube.
I have to go find those. Alright, 20-foot
Get Web.
Alright, so the cube should be made.
Yep, that works.
Anything else?
That is it as far as AoEs are.
Right. And I think, Miri, you said you needed a cube as well. Right? So let me make you a cube.
I know she uses a hypnotic pattern as well. That's a 30-foot cube.
Didn't she say she needed a 20-foot cube? You
Oh,
there,
did she?
Mary? Did she step away, maybe? Well, I'll make her one. If she doesn't need it, I'll be very sad.
Edgy.
Parapel. 20-foot cube. Because I think she said a 20-foot cube and a 20-foot radius. But since I think
That is what's in chat, or in the Roll20 chat.
Oh, did she write it? Okay.
Yes, and I put
okay,
mine in
cool.
there as well.
Oh, nice. Like a line cook here. I'm getting all the orders. 20-foot cube coming up. 20-foot cube. 20-foot cube for Arapel. All right. So that is done. Make her the radius. Everyone needs a 20-foot radius.
I love when TV shows make up like cook talk. It doesn't make any sense. It's just one burger flipped upside down with a
Rooster on the rooster on the fence.
on the fence, cracked open and let it ride. Coming up. It's like what?
It's like Star Trek, but with cooking. You just make shit
Yeah.
up. Captain, the phase variance is out of normal parameters. What? All right.
I just discombobulated them yesterday.
We gotta fix those right away. All right. Arapel's radius is made. Right. Chomsky, what do you need? You said you put it in chat.
And the Roll20 chat.
10-foot
20-foot cube and a 10-foot radius.
10. Oh wait, okay.
I don't know.
20-foot cube, 10-foot sphere.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, 20-foot cube coming up.
One order eggs rolling up the river.
Hey, 20-foot cube. Hey, coming up. All right, Chomsky.
Hey, yo, you talking Italian over
Get out of here.
here.
All right, how do we spell Chomsky? Chomsky. All right, that makes sense.
Wait, there's no P in Chomsky's name?
No, there's just a Chomsky.
That was Chomsky the whole time. It's Chomsky. There's no
Thought he was
chomp
really-
at all.
You're been a little too hungry
He's
lately.
designed after Professor Chomsky, the linguist at MIT.
Possible.
He's got some good TED Talk.
All right, Chomsky. Got your
I need
20-foot
to
cube.
find him in real life and ask why there's no P in his name.
Now you gotta do that.
As a linguist, I bet he would be able to tell you.
Be like, well, let me. All right, so you also needed a 10-foot circle, right?
I believe so.
All right. The good thing is, once I do this, we wouldn't have to worry about it again. But I think it'll save time during combats and stuff. Okay, so circle. Chomsky. just wish the Roll20 UI wasn't such a pain. We can do this easier. Alright, Chomsky, 10-foot circle. Done. Alright, let's see. What about Eli? Do you need anything?
I mean, honestly, not really. Most of my spells are like single target type spells. I also have like Wall of Force, but
Alright.
that's about it.
Well, if you think of something, just let me know.
Okay.
I was also
you
gonna.
have wall force too.
Yeah.
Oh man, we could like double wall. We would do some double wall force shenanigans.
Yeah.
I just remember.
I was gonna set up the campsite. We can wait on that. We should also set up your magnificent mansion. We could like do some houses or something on a map and figure out what it
That'd be
looks
cool.
like.
Yeah.
In case you're ever attacked in there.
That's a really specific thing to say.
Look, I'm just saying we should be prepared. Not saying it's gonna happen,
Well, I
but
mean,
we should
we're-
probably figure it out within the next session or two, for no specific reason.
What the? What?
Well, listen. In fairness, the other guy was caught peeping on you with your underwear off. So it's not that big of a stretch.
Like I said, this is just hypothetical. There's no actual battle planned. Everything's fine.
Seriously,
Alright.
say like we better stop using that to escape, or else.
So how many traps can we put in the mansion? Like pits.
I don't know if you can actually
Fireballs.
put traps in the mansion.
Okay. I think you're like a total war setup.
Alright, so it is Splitlanders, session 156. We have Malin on scribe duty today. If that works for you.
Yeah. If anyone else wants
Alright.
it, otherwise I'll
I
take
mean,
it.
I always enjoy Pride if you don't want to do it, and I have a few more weeks.
Oh, I love showing attitude in the scribe. I love
Cool.
those.
It's all you then.
I got it.
Alright, and we have Malin as quartermaster, though hopefully I'm going to be dissolving that role soon if Miri and I get everything set up correctly.
Ooh. What?
Um,
That's cool.
Yeah,
Well-
honestly, that looks absolutely beefed out. I mean, honestly, like that is. I saw the thing. I was like, oh, we got the contrast. We got the tables. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, I mean, the big thing is just having a button to quickly do daily payments to your NPCs. But you guys could probably handle most of the stuff yourselves. Like, we don't have to have a party treasurer.
True that. That
Uh,
is awesome.
yeah, because I mean, my thinking is probably we could just use the sheets for stuff that require what's it called, macros and stuff
Yeah.
like treasures and components and all that crap. We could probably just keep on the spreadsheet. This
Cool.
way it's easier to find too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, the big thing, I mean, the only other thing is knowing how much weight you're carrying, which I
Yeah.
guess, if you, we could figure it out. But anyway. Alright, so we have Malin on scribe, Malin for quartermaster for his fourth turn, and Chomsky, you are the previous scribe. I assume you're keeping the story point, unless you let me know otherwise.
I think I have story points, so I can pass it along to Eli.
Alright, so then Eli would get that story point.
Thank you.
And if you are ready, could you give us a recap of last time?
Yeah, so last session we started mid-battle in the Molten Chapel. We were quickly engaged by a bunch of fire giants, but between Glenn's Wall of Force and I threw out a web spell, we slowed them down quite a bit, and it allowed Eli to launch some lightning at a bunch of giants and do a ton of damage. We killed the group that was right in front of us. Malin decided that it was a good idea to go collect more platinum bars, so he ran back and got a bunch more treasure. I also got a shiny shield, and then we worked towards our escape. We Glenn used a smoke cloud to cover where we disappeared to, and we were able to get back into the ducts without the air ducts, without the giant scene, and then we headed towards the cave entrance. We had to wait a little bit for the coast to clear, and when it was clear, we ran across the open yard to get into the cave entrance. And once we were down there, we were waiting for the Three Kings, and Diddy showed up and tapped me on the shoulder, I believe. And we talked with Diddy for a bit. She found a note that told her that the Three Kings had moved on and she was just going to hang out with us now, which I think made Malin a little bit happy. And then I think we found a place to hide, set up a mansion, and started identifying magic items. And we got a lot of magic items.
Alright, that's about where we left off. So... add Diddy to the party. I don't think I did that last time. Alright, so it is currently the 38th of spring at 6 p.m. You had retreated into the underground area after your heist. Now, you were in the mansion, is that right?
I don't think so.
Or were you just camped out somewhere in the caves?
I think we were camped out.
Alright, so you're currently in your campsite. What do you want to do?
Rest and recover. We haven't gotten through a full night yet, have we?
Nope. We had a
Now
short
it's 6
rest.
p.m. Alright, so you're
What?
going to rest.
Do we want to
Unless
rest
anybody.
here?
Yeah, that was a big question. And I feel like this is a pretty secure spot.
Yeah, this is like in the little mushroom area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
forgot
good.
about that.
Yeah, you set up behind some mushrooms, I believe.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll be passing time then. Go ahead and let me know if you're doing anything, otherwise time is just kind of gonna pass.
Would be attuning to the harp, and then I would I'd see if Chomsky wants the cittern. I'd say, here, this was you guys lent this to me in the first place anyway.
I think we'll put it in the bag of holding.
You know, it's
As
alright.
much as I would like to use it, I'm a little bit short on attunement slots.
Understandable. This harp is magnificent. Yeah, he starts to play it. Oh man, I can make a really cool. I can make a really beautiful Uslog theme song to the.
On a harp.
Yeah.
That's what really matters.
Yeah, a rock harp.
We would be surprised how vicious a harp.
Hey,
Don't mess
if
with the
Jethro,
harp.
if Jethro Tull can make a flute rock, I can make a harp rock.
Can you imagine
All right.
electric
She looks
drives?
skeptical, but yeah.
She's interested to see what you can do.
Mhm.
Imagine the electrical vibes. You just plug in a soul crystal, and then we're just absolute lightning comes out of it.
Wow, wow, wow. Alright.
Hello, Truman Empire.
Time is passing. Oh, that's why. Sorry, hang on. I was just setting up your campsite. Just realized dynamic lighting was not turned on. I was gonna let you guys put down. I'm kind of making static campsite areas for the different terrains. So you guys can kind of choose where your tents are and where your just kind of where stuff is in case you get attacked, and just for kind of like you know, cosmetic stuff.
I love that. It's like Waterscape. Or a
Yeah.
little, like nook and
Exactly. So just grabbing those tents really quick. Alright, so you should see some tents. Let me move them to the correct folder. I think they're at the very bottom of the thing right now, along with a campfire. So just choose a tent to put out for yourself, as well as like a campfire if you want to place one somewhere. And these will be good if you kind of camp in a dungeon as well, so you can kind of see where everyone is.
I can't see anything. Where's that?
Well, go to Camp Resources. It's in Character Info, Camp Resources. You should see.
No,
a
I mean
bunch-
like the map is like it's pitch black for me.
Oh, because you don't have any light sources right now. That's right. Well, I guess we can put down a campfire then. That should help at least. There, that should help you see. So yeah, kind of. Go ahead.
the tents all disappeared from the resources. I'm assuming that means they're.
They're now in your
Oh.
character info area under camp
I see.
resources.
Okay, they just.
I just moved them into a
Moved.
better spot.
I like looked and then I looked away and then I blinked and they were gone.
And yeah, if later on you guys get other things that would be in your camp, we can put those in here too. But for now, I think you would just have your tents and the campfire.
What do we slug put her tent?
It's still I can't see anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Under the.
Like map wise.
Try Can you see like where I just pinged?
Yes. I can see
So-
my token on it, but
You just don't have sight on anything?
nope.
Huh. Oh wait, does the campfire not lit? That might be it.
I also should have I have goggles of night on.
Oh. I wonder if your token isn't set.
Oh, it just got brighter for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
they
I
can't-
can.
Can't
I
fire
turned on the
anything.
campfire. Yeah, I think we don't have you set up for goggles of night. So let me do that right now and set your token to just have that. Alright, there, you should have goggles of night now.
That's good.
And we have Diddy and Raldo hanging out in camp as well. You also have a couple of other people, but I don't have pictures for them. So they're just assumed to be there. Alright, so time is passing, as I said.
Also, just the campfire seems in a really weird space. Like as far as
Might want it more
in
like central.
relation, yeah, well, just in relation to like where everybody's tents are. It's just like
Well, you should be able to move it. So if you want to put it
Yeah.
somewhere else, you could move it. And you can actually camp anywhere on this map. You don't have to camp where you started. Just up to you.
I just feel like we should just a lot of like rubble in the way here.
Yeah, I mean, you could always use the
yeah,
rubble
I
strategically.
like that. More off to the edge there. Yeah.
Sorry, someone was moving that and then I moved it. Sorry, I'll put it back.
Now I gotta give you guys your own tents. But
I kind
yeah,
of like it over there because I'd rather form. I feel it's a better idea to form like a circle around the campfire, like a semicircle.
Oh, can we?
so go ahead and pay your camp, Malin, the 15.3 gold, either from the party treasury or from your own. I don't know, however you guys want to do that. 15 gold, 3 silver.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, I wonder from which stack of gold should I pay this from? Decisions.
But... Oh, can you guys hear me rolling? Just out of curiosity.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
So the evening would pass. Like I said, pay your people and make sure you eat food for the evening. And go ahead and...
Oh, we were gonna make some mushroom stew or something.
Oh, did you want to go gather food?
I think, yeah, we gathered some last time. I think I wrote.
Alright. I guess if you have temporary rations, you can use those to feed yourselves. That's fine too.
Okay. I don't know if those got logged or anything, but we did talk about it a little bit.
Alright, so yeah, you can use those, that's fine. So it is the next day. It is now the 39th of spring at 8 a.m. What do you want to do? I had meant to redo the party quest sheet as well, but I didn't get around to it. So the big quest right now was to go see the Lich, I believe. I'm not sure if the group had any side quests they were working on, but to progress to the tower, you believe you have to deal with the Lich in one way or another.
All right. I think the revolution was pretty much the side quest. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
So we want to go back again? Take a second crack at it. No, okay.
No. Let's go pay our toll.
Oh, my sending stone that I can use once a day. What family was it to?
That was to the magically inclined ones. Which...
Pitchfires?
Yeah, that was the
Okay.
Pitchfires.
And which family was raiding the tomb with us?
That wasn't a family, that was the Deep Frost Network.
Oh, the Defrost Network. Okay.
Yeah, the ones that you got killed by the dragon. At least some of them.
Because I wanted to give them a heads up that the pitchfork that the deep, they shouldn't trust the Defrost Network. I mean, after we're like, safe
I mean, they can't trust us because we abandoned them. So.
But just give them a heads up, like, hey, we totally robbed you, but like, the Deep Frost Network also totally robbed you guys, so you shouldn't fuck with them.
Don't trust anybody.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Moral of the story is you can't trust the system.
So if you send them a message about that, they will send you a message about that they plan to find you and kill you, basically, if they see you again.
Okay. Can I also ask how the revolution went?
Oh, you can't. You already used your once per day.
Troll meter.
You know what?
Tomorrow.
Does this magic stone ever lose its magic?
No, you can just use it once per day.
They're shit out of luck then, I guess. So
Although they can just not accept your sending.
You know what? Tomorrow I
They
will.
have to be
I will
willing.
try. Okay, I will try again tomorrow and ask how the resolution went.
All right.
But anyway, all right.
So yeah, you're in the campsite right now. What do you want to do? You send
Just
the
see a man
message to them, and obviously the dwarf city is very angry with you.
Thank you, Chunks. All
Yeah,
right.
let's go do the biggest deal of every deal that's ever been done.
Let's see if we can go recruit a lich.
Alright, so you're leaving your campsite and heading down to the Lich's territory. So you're gonna have to travel a bit. I just have to figure out where I put that lich.
The damn.
Oh, right, Thovik. Okay. Alright. So, to navigate down, well, let's say you've gone down there a couple times, so give me up to 2 survival checks for navigation.
I think that's me who slogged it.
On the case. Nope.
Oh, I go
That's
through.
why we have a backup survivalist.
Pressure's on.
Yes, let's go.
Alright.
Slug
So,
woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
yeah, the two of you working together are able to navigate down into the Lich's domain. As you get down there, approaching the cave, it's about 10 a.m. At the end of a long dark hallway, 2 large eyes open and stare at you for a second, then kind of just float away. Like at the end of this dark tunnel.
Hey there, beholders.
Wave at them.
As you get to the area where the statue and the entrance is, you would see Thovik standing there, as if he is waiting for you. He says, I was wondering when you'd return. I assume you are ready to pass through my domain.
Yes, we are, Rune Master. I don't know. It sounds like somebody made a list of magic items that we were gonna sacrifice.
I mean, we have so many.
Yeah, we have one in the.
Yeah, it's in the RP chat. Yeah.
You can -1 because I don't know if anybody remembers, but I was able to convince him to take
Yeah,
some
we
of my
have-
magical weed.
We
That is
counted that.
theirs.
Yeah, we counted that as one.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think there are, 4 that you owe him? One of them being the magical weed.
Yeah, it was 4.
I told you we have so much to give him.
It
So
was
much.
it was 6, and then he agreed to let the weed be one of them.
Yeah, this is 1 for each person.
Yeah.
Alright. Wait, why'd you say yeah it was 4 then?
I said, yeah, it was 4.
Oh, I have it in my notes. I was just looking it up. Alright, so 8 magical items then. What do we got?
Yeah, we have the +1 shield, the weed, the plate armor of gleaming.
We'll go ahead and just put them in chat, the ones that you're giving him, just so I can copy paste them into the my notes here. And to just kind of, have a thing in the log.
The scythe. Wait, what else do we need? Wait, how many do we need again? 5, right?
A dagger +1 or the longsword +1.
6 altogether, 1 for each of you.
Okay, 6.
So what is scythe?
The scythe +1.
I'll put +1. I meant to say +1 next to it.
All right. So you put down these items. He looks at them, nods, and says, very well. He will kind of wave his hand over them, causing them to vanish. And he says that was what was requested, and that was what was given. And as you were...
we could do more, though. Oh, wait, no, I'm not, like... would you be willing to identify this object?
What object?
I show him, like, oh, so you see, there was, like I said, we needed to get the down payment for the job, but we got so much more. We got this cool little trinket here. Do you think you can help identify this? And I show him the thing that we got from Froggy's vault.
Oh, the emblem?
Yeah.
He looks at you curiously. He says, the payment was to pass through. Did not say I would research your magical items for you.
Do you want more?
What do you have to offer?
We'll give you Balin.
Right.
Yeah. He's
you just club him on the back of the head right there. We got this Warforged here.
Yeah.
Knock him out.
When they knock Dion out in the beginning.
It's chloroform.
Very eager to give away the stuff that we risked so much to nab.
Yeah. You just see he's like, we have more, and Glenn just walks by and hits him with the club thing. What are those called?
The
blackjack.
Yeah, he just blackjacks him. It's like, we got this Warforged we can give you. But yeah, he would look curiously when you say that and say, what do you have to offer for my services?
We're not asking you to spend much time researching this. We were more curious if you had any idea, just off the cuff of the wrist, of what this is. It'd be easy for me to figure out with time. And we hate to waste time, as we know your time is very precious.
He says, I know that is a holy symbol of the giant gods. I don't know exactly what it is by looking at it. But I could find out if needed.
We'd be much more interested in, I should say I, not we. I don't speak for the party, but
not like Malin.
what you know about this rune tower? Do you have any maps or anything you can share? You seem quite interested in the knowledge that was held within the rune tower.
He says, I know what knowledge lies in the rune tower. I was the Arc Rune Master of my people.
Yeah.
I used to live in the tower. In fact, I ran the tower until I abandoned it. Coming down here.
Yes. So it seems like you know quite a bit about the tower.
I do.
Would you join us on our quest to go explore it? I bet you could help me inventory this library much quicker than I could by myself.
I feel like your friend already made me this offer. He looks to Glenn.
Did he make you this offer and I slide him another +1 dagger?
Are you really sliding him another +1 dagger?
Yes.
Alright, minus a +1 dagger. He kind of looks down at it and says, no, he didn't make this offer. And then he waves his hand and it vanishes as well.
I was going to ask, Remaster, have you thought any about my offer to come with us once we're done with this tower?
He says, I am interested to know more about what you seek and what you figure out once you get to the tower. But as I told you before, I have no wish to go back to my old home. There's a reason why I left in the first place. He says, if you make it out of the tower and are still breathing, perhaps we can speak more then.
He
Breathing.
nods. That's fair.
Well,
Not that I
those
need to
of you
breathe,
who
but
breathe. He looks at Malin.
why would someone hyperventilate in said tower?
He says the tower was left in a defense state. The hollow points were locked down, the defenses were left active. It would be dangerous to approach.
And with your expertise and experience with working in there, is there any way for us to get in so that we can share this out? Well, let you know
He says,
how we are when we're alive walking out.
you will have to fight the Guardians, the automated defenses near the entrance to the tower, as well as the magical runes left defending the place.
You would have to do this if you were to return. You do not have a way to return yourself and bypass such defenses.
He says, I was living when I left. I don't think the tower will recognize me in my current state. Give me an insight check on that. Active. Anyone can make this, not just her.
Oh. Insight coming up.
Why is my screen so slow?
Alright. So, yeah, he would say, as a lich, I am not exactly who I was when I set the defenses. I doubt the tower will recognize me. But if you truly did all the things that you claim you've done, I'm sure, especially Malin here, will have no problem fighting all the golems himself.
Oh, thank you. I just, pat myself on the shoulder.
Says, are you ready to move through my domain? The price has been paid in full and extra. I appreciate the extra dagger. Go ahead, what were you saying?
I have a bit of a kind of an odd personal question. I'm curious, with how long you've lived. Obviously you don't have to answer, but
He says, I was the last of the guardians of the runic tower, and the last arc magi, or arc rune master, to see the tower fall. That was, I believe, 1100 years ago. He says, so I'm older than that by a decent amount.
I mean, knowing what you know now, would you have, if you had a chance, would you do the same thing over again? Would you still become a lich?
I would have answered that differently long ago, but now, yes. I believe I made the right decision to make myself immortal.
He nods. I understand. Just curious how you felt about it. But other than that, he kind of looks back at everybody.
He says, I have no god waiting for me. I'm not a religious dwarf, even back in the day. He says, the only thing that preserves me now is the weave and my magics. He says, I would long ago be dust, and so much would not have been accomplished had that happened. So, yes, I am happy that I'm still here, able to carry on my work, in mostly private.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We're gonna go over to Glenn and say, dude, we should definitely, let's just get him to go raid the vault again with us. We didn't even finish cleaning out the place. Like, did you see how googly-eyed he went over just one additional +1 dagger?
Are you about to stick a rake on the town above? Finish the revolution?
Are you saying this out loud, or kind of more to yourself, or to him?
I mean,
quietly?
like, it's...
I'm whispering to Mal.
I mean,
I'm, like,
Malin.
whispering, but I'm not, like... He could probably hear it.
Alright, well, are you trying to make it so he can't hear it? I mean, if you
No,
whisper,
he
he
can't
can't hear it unless he's, like, straining, or unless he's using magic.
I know he can hear it. Yeah, I'm gonna say he can hear it.
So he doesn't react, he just kind of is kind of waiting for you to let him know what you want to do next.
Yeah, he then just rolls his eyes. Let's go.
Sounds like a good idea. Thank you. And look forward to seeing you in the future.
He says, now remember,
Dismantle your defenses.
as part of this deal, I will be modifying your memory to forget what you've seen here.
Oh, that sucks. Can I write it down first?
He says,
Did
no.
you tell us that beforehand?
Yeah.
He did.
Oh gosh, I did not remember that.
Yeah, I don't. What are we going to forget exactly? Yeah, I don't remember that.
He says, I'm going to
Resistance
take
this.
you through my lair, and you are going to forget
Oh,
what you've seen inside.
okay, the layer part. Okay.
Okay, so not necessarily forgetting that we made a deal with you and
No, just
I
your
did-
time
okay.
moving through my territory.
That's understandable. Yeah.
So do you all agree to that? And will anyone try to secretly resist this?
He just like slowly.
Because if
turns
everyone's
his head.
agreeing to it, I'm not going to even mention what you see in his lair. But if someone
I,
tries to resist, then you'd have a saving throw. And you
Oh,
might
I thought,
piss
I
him
thought
off.
the Lich was asking this because I was like,
Oh, no, this is me as DM.
Because I was like, if he's asking that, Glenn like slowly like narrows his eyes and turns his head to Malin.
No, he's not. No, that was me as DM.
Oh, okay, no, I'm not gonna resist.
I mean,
Alright.
would I suspect that he would know if someone resisted?
Yes. Well, he would know if you. So if you resisted and made your saving throw, he would know, and which would let him know you resisted. Because he knows you can choose to fail a saving throw, basically letting him into your mind to modify it.
Mm.
So you might piss him off if you resist. Like, you're not sure what that would mean, but yeah. So unless anyone says anything, I'm going to assume you don't resist and just move past this part.
Yep.
Alright, so the next thing you know, you are standing in a cave. You don't see the halls anywhere around you, like you're in a totally new area. He says, our deal is concluded, and I believe your friend here can lead you from here. And Boulder Bottom would say, oh yeah, I know where we are. Actually, yeah. Okay. He says, good luck to you. I hope you find what you seek in the tower and beyond. And then he just starts walking away. So you are in this new cave. What do you want to do?
Go
Boulder
straight.
Bottom would say, well, that's a little disconcerting, but are we ready to go? He says it's a pretty big climb from here. We gotta move up a lot, but I'd say by the end of the day we should reach the summit.
Oh, we have to
Get
climb to
started.
Solidity. Damn. Okay.
I hate climbing, but sounds like we don't have a choice.
He nods. He says, It's not too steep. There's just some caves that we need to move up because we're going from underground back up to the top of the mountains. So there's a bit of distance we need to traverse. But it's not going to be a sheer climb. Just the caves go up from here.
Sounds good.
All right. So you are traveling. Okay. So Malin, as you're walking, Diddy is going to walk up to you and say, so, you guys are friends with that lich, huh?
Yeah, he's kind of a pervert.
He's
But,
a what?
You know, this guy was peeping on Glenn when he was taking a bath.
Oh. So,
You know,
I
you
kind
hear
of...
what you're saying, right?
Well, I mean, I'm not insulting you. I'm insulting the lich.
That's what I'm saying. You know, he can hear what you're saying, right?
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
everyone
you're-
can hear you. You're with the group.
Because he's got that thing implanted in my mind.
Oh, that's right. Okay, he has some questionable behavior. No, I said what I said. I forgot about it. So.
Yeah, you wouldn't have remembered. So she just kind of would nod and say, well, do you think it was a good idea to let him tamper with our minds? I mean, how do we know he didn't do something else?
I mean, he seems to be like, aside from his questionable and peeping antics, he seems to be, you know, interested in our group, and I think he would also. Well, first off, I mean, if he wanted to, he could have already blown Glenn's head off. That being said, I think it does present it. He seems a scientist. He's interested in what we're doing, and if he tampers with the product, aka us, you know, we probably would have different results. So he wants to observe us.
Why is he so interested in you?
Well, you know, we're pretty, special guys. You know, we do some pretty impressive things.
Because we're hunting the Shadowlord.
Does he, like, have you, has he heard of you or something?
Well, I mean, we were hunting we were hunting the Shadowlord, so which is like his arch nemesis, and we made some good progress. So I feel like he has a vested interest in seeing us succeed.
Well, I'm not really sure what his relation with the Shadowlord is, but I guess it's good that you all are enemies of his.
Yeah, it was kind of his job to imprison that guy, and well, he didn't do that good a job in locking the Shadowlord up. So you know, he kind of he respects that we're gonna go and at least finish the job.
So have you ever thought of maybe trying to steal stuff from his lair?
Have
No.
fun.
I mean, I look at her and just laugh. He's like,
No.
you really can't get the heist out of the mindset. You really are attached to that life, aren't you?
She says, well, of course I am. But also, making us forget what we saw in there makes me really curious as to what kind of stuff he might have.
I imagine it's some pretty intricate things, but I think obviously we're not the sneakiest of guys, and it was already quite a challenge to fight him. So I think we get more value out of him being an ally. That, and we didn't even finish reading the Molten Chapel, so I kind of feel like why would we even?
We had to run away while fighting his beholders, let alone him not being part of the battle at all.
I think our current status is more of peace treaty than alliance with this lich.
I bribed him. What do you mean?
I believe you're overconfident in his affinity towards us.
Okay, I'll just slide him another dagger now.
Wow, with a shiny +1 dagger. meet your fancy.
So-
You're not sure what he needs these uncommon magical items for, but he didn't seem all that, enthusiastic about getting them.
I'm picturing that he needs to like absorb them like Gale of Waterdeep.
Maybe some kind of weird magic ritual thing.
Speaking of which, how did your raid of the of your side of the chapel go?
Oh, it was smooth. Yeah, we mostly avoided the guards, and then once you guys got the alarm rung, it was like cake from there.
Did you see any like was Frost Network bozos or like Drow also trying to loot the place at the same time?
She says, well, then she kind of stops for a second. Huh. I'm not sure now. That's weird. And she shrugs. She's like, I don't think so.
Can I insight that? Does it seem like she's missing a memory? Or like, because I have modified memory and I've cast it before. Is she showing signs of like side effects of modified memory or something?
Give me insight or arcana.
Well, I don't.
Insight.
I'm gonna also insight that because I would have the same reaction talking to her. Oh, Glenn has pretty good insight on that.
It's possible. It is odd that she did it so recently and is having trouble recalling.
Did he? The other two members of the Three Kings, how powerful magic can they cast?
As well, I mean, Rando doesn't really cast magic, but Gears is a pretty powerful artificer. Although, her power is more in creation than in actual spell casting, but she can definitely cast. I think I've seen her do up to 5th sphere spells. Or at least that's the highest sphere she's talked about.
She's an artificer. How would she? I don't think she would know. That's interesting.
He goes over to Chomsky, and he whispers to Chomsky, like,
what did you say?
Chomsky. He kind of whispers.
Yes.
Chomsky, is being able to modify memory a magic that artificers could normally learn?
No. No. There are ways I can get it. For example, if you have a scroll, but
did he I am worried that somehow Gears has modified your memory.
She says, what? Why would she do that?
Is there anything else that's hazy about the heist we pulled off less than a day ago?
Yeah, I mean, it just seems strange that you can't remember a very important detail about the heist like that so soon after it just happened.
As well, I mean, the only one who modified my memory was that Lich. Are you sure he didn't do something? At least, from what I remember, he's the one who modified my memory.
I mean,
Well, that you know of.
part of the purpose of such magic is that you do not remember. The fact that the Lich let us know that he was going to, and that we still remember that conversation, is probably more than most would remember from such an encounter.
Yes. Because I have that magic myself, and whenever I've used it, I've definitely made it so that they don't remember I modified their memory.
Wait, hold up. I mean, it could have been that they could have also run into Deep Frost people, and though they had magic users that could have modified their memory. That's something else to consider.
Well, It just seems to coincide with the fact that they were totally willing to ditch her. As she seems to be... just remember how they treated her as very expendable. And it just kind of coincides with the fact that, okay, if we're ditching her, we may as well modify her memory so she can't remember anything important. I mean, I'm just... As a spy, that's what I would do if I was in their situation.
Because no, they wouldn't do that to me. I mean,
Is
if they did, that would be pretty cold. It would actually be kind of impressive that they wouldn't have pulled that on me, but I mean, I don't think they would have done that.
how long have you been with them?
So we've been working together for years. What about you all? Can you all remember everything fine? Like I said, you sure it wasn't this Lich doing something with our memories?
Arapel would start to recount the events of the heist, pretty much in detail.
And then,
Just until someone stops him and says, "Wait a second, what? That sounds fishy."
and then I threw up a wall of force, and then they ran this way, and then I threw up a wall of force over there, and they had to run back around, and then I threw up another wall of force.
Yeah, so
Lots
I
of
guess
walls of force
do
going on.
we find any spots where we like get fuzzy, or we're like, wait, huh? Or like gaps?
As you think back, the only thing that might seem a little fuzzy to you might be exactly what loot you got from your
What loot
heist.
we got?
Yeah. But you're pretty sure it's all there. Like, if you check your bags, it seems like it's all there.
I stick on the harp.
There's like a banana there. No, it's your harp. This isn't a harp? What the hell? No, your harp seems to be fine.
Okay.
Can you tell me about some of the loot that you guys took, Diddy?
Yeah, so she'll just go through some of the things she found, though she'll admit she doesn't know what they were yet. Gears still had to identify them.
That's a good point. They wouldn't.
She says we don't usually, or we can't usually figure out exactly what things are in the middle of the job.
That's fair. What else could we potentially ask? That was. Well, it's strange that. I mean, if she remembers taking that, like all those items. Well, I mean, it could be still modified memory, so we don't know. But
Says, yeah, it is odd that I now can't remember if we saw any of the Deep Frost people. I don't think we did. And she just kind of shrugs. She's like, well,
I have an idea. Glenn will pull out his harp and start to strum it, play a beautiful chord as he starts weaving magic, and he'll go up to Diddy and he will kind of like press his finger against her forehead, and he's going to cast Greater Restoration.
Okay. So you're spending a 5th level spell.
Yeah.
Alright, let me check something. Alright.
turns out she was forgetful.
So she would kind of look a little surprised, and she would say, "Oh, she says, yeah, we did encounter a member of the Deep Frost, and they took some of our stuff. Oh shit. She says, I think they must have hit us with a modified memory during the heist.
Shit, I wonder if that happened to us as well.
She says, well, maybe you should cast it on yourself.
Alright, Chomsky, you've probably got the best memory of us, or maybe Arapel.
Yeah, either or.
I mean,
Um,
stat-wise, I mean, like, stat-wise, like, I'm sure Chomsky's probably.
She would say, yeah, it happened to me while I was breaking into one of the vaults separated from the others. They got me kind of off guard and took some of the stuff. She says, were you ever all separated, where they may have been able to hit you solo?
Malin was the only one that was alone, yeah.
She kind of looks at Malin with concern.
I mean,
Well, I guess technically Glenn was alone as well, but the only ones on the side of the force wall was him and Malin. But, like, I guess technically Malin, like, ran into the vault and you were kind of on your own for a bit, right?
So
Glenn?
yeah, we just it was just me and Glenn. We ran to the to Brad, talked him up, and then Glenn just booked it straight back down. I kind of lingered, and then that was like.
And during that time, the force wall was prohibiting you, like, was there from. So they would have had to have already been in the room. I don't know.
I could have sworn it was only like 2 minutes at most. I mean, then again, I could be remembering it was only 2 minutes, but it felt like it was a really quick time.
I would.
Plus, I wasn't carrying. I was just carrying.
That's what you think. But
oh, that's right.
Something to resolve right now, or should we do it over some time?
I think we. I mean, we got our. Okay, well, I can't. I guess. I still have my shiny, and I don't see what else we could have gotten. I mean, then again, if I don't remember anything, I don't remember anything. But
well, maybe
if Glenn is willing to spend the magic, even if it is over the course of several days, I believe we should attempt to restore each member of the party, just in case any clues are revealed.
Yeah, maybe we can do that at the end of the day. If I have any higher spell slots left unused, I can use that to try and restore people.
Wouldn't that also have us restore the memory of the layer we went through with Sylvic?
Depends on his magic.
He could have potentially used maybe a higher level modified memory. He kind of turns to. Do you remember going through his lair?
She shakes her head. She says, no, I still just remember us being on the other side of it.
Okay. No, then shouldn't have to worry about breaking our word on that then.
He didn't actually say anything about us not being permitted to attempt to restore our memories. He only asked if we were going to resist the initial touch of his magic on our minds. But I suspect that there may be other safeguards, such as whatever he had planted in Glenn's head.
Yeah, I don't want to go pop goes the weasel.
All right, well, I mean, that's something I guess to think about.
Yeah. Fucking Frostfire Network. I knew from the moment I set eyes on those bastards.
They were up to something.
I never trust a fucking spy. He just shakes his head.
Alright, so you all are continuing on, unless there was something else. So let's see. Did I ever get the name? Oh wait, was Drovo? Is he the disguise kit person, Drovo?
I think so.
I think it's recorded.
Who was the name of the dwarf that was with Slovik?
I think it's recorded in the camp or something.
Yeah, I was looking for their name.
Mm.
It just says dwarf fighter. All right, I guess he wasn't all that important. All right, so you
I don't know if
continue.
we ever got a name.
No, I don't think we did. That's fine. He was more of a mercenary anyway. So you continue going. Raldo is going to approach Uslog as you're traveling. I guess you two are the ones leading the way, right?
Most likely.
Yeah. So he would say, I can't say I'm happy about giving up my memories. He says, I'm curious, you've been fighting the Shadowlord longer than anyone. It seems like this is pretty important to your group, right?
I would say so.
He says, do you know if this creature poses any danger to the Wooded Realm or Mother Gaian? Says, I don't really know much about him, but you guys talk him up a lot.
With the Shadow Lord?
Yeah.
Oh, I think anything the Shadow Lord gets his hands on is pretty much worse for the wear. So, if
And you think
Yeah.
this tower will hold some answers for us?
They
I
seem
hope
to
so.
be the
I
only people who
yeah.
have been able to contain the Shadow Lord's energy. Although they didn't destroy the Shadow Lords, they were able to imprison them and capture them.
Just
And,
do you,
Yeah, I trust if
contain
there's
them.
any information in there, Chomsky and Arapel and all the other smarties in this party are gonna find it.
he's sort of looking around at this point, and he says, do you know why they didn't just destroy the Shadow Lord? Why they imprisoned him?
Well,
Because they were unable to.
Huh.
Is what I assume. If you can't destroy something, contain it.
He says, what kind of being doesn't die from an axe to the head? Says usually it's pretty easy to destroy someone if you really want to.
You know, I imagine there's quite a few beings, whether they be celestial or demonic, or, from the Shadow Hell. Would a axe kill a god?
Says, don't know. Never threw an axe at a god. But, I mean, most living things take an axe to the head. They're not getting back up. Just need a big enough axe.
Well, I look forward to building a big axe with you.
He just kind of smiles. He says, or a bow. Whatever you can use, but yeah, it's a little unnerving. These people that can't die. That's something that nature intended. These wizards and magic users and all this arcanist bullshit. Ugh.
right with you there.
Several of us here who have magic that prevent death. I've died countless times.
I let out a cough. Yeah.
He says, you've died countless times. What do you mean?
Done it countless times, I think.
Yeah. There's quite simple magic that allows somebody who's died to be revivified, brought back to life.
And he says, well, that's if you do it right away, if I remember correctly. He says, but have you ever been brought back afterwards, like once your soul's passed over, actually left your body?
It gets a little quiet. Well, I mean, she's always quiet, but
I've never had the opportunity to be dead for that long.
He says, I've heard there are people that can do it. The ability to resurrect someone. Never seen it happen. I have seen someone become revivified. You got some time, but if you do it quick enough, it'll work.
Yes, but I have read about this magic Well, I don't know how to use them myself, but I'm sure there are people out there who do.
He says, well, I never knew anyone with the ability, but again, I don't have many friends in the clergy. Anyway, sorry, just ramblings of an old guy. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, let's focus on the task at hand. It's like it's just like
Get into the
slightly
tower.
uncomfortable with this.
Actually, everyone give me an insight check. You guys might notice Uslog's discomfort. Oh, some of you might. Yeah. I'll say, what's your deception?
Chris, I crit.
Oh, I guess would she be trying to hide that she's uncomfortable? Maybe.
It sounded like you were. Give me a deception check. Seems
Of course
like
we get-
everyone saw through it, though. Oh, actually,
Against our own
Lundy-
party.
Lundy
Only
rolled.
like two of us.
All right, so Gnome and Glenn would
Three.
definitely,
Oh, sorry, yeah.
would definitely
Well,
sense Uslog's discomfort when
Arapel and Eli are just like da 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 da. da.
Would anyone in the group know why you'd be discomfort or uncomfortable?
Gnome and Airpal would.
Yeah.
Okay.
About the talk of the being revived and stuff. Is
Yeah,
what you-
once your soul is passed
I
over.
figured, yeah.
Okay.
It was. Yeah, it was
So I
that.
guess
She was just
Glenn
kinda
would
like,
be the only one that might sense something's up.
Well, I crit. What do you mean it?
Oh, Malin. Sorry, Malin as well.
I mean,
I mean, there's no crits and skills, but yeah, 25. You would definitely know that something's up. Do you want to pursue that, or do you want to just keep walking?
I shoot her a glance, but I'm not gonna out in the open ask everyone.
Okay. But yeah, it didn't seem like Boulder Bottom really caught on, so he just keeps going. So
should just focus on the path and the trek.
yeah. So the day would pass. As it's getting late, you can tell you're all getting tired. Climbing all day. Boulder Bottom would say, "We're only a few hours from the opening. Getting really close to the tower now. Although I'm guessing you want to sleep the night before we go up there, being that you use some of your magic."
Sounds wise.
Well, since we're going to sleep, Glenn would. Yeah, so we're in camp then.
Oh, should
Yeah.
we make sure? Yeah. Okay. I guess.
Then Glenn would take a deep breath and he would cast Greater Restoration on himself.
All right.
Do I remember anything?
So you cast Greater Restoration on yourself, but nothing happens. Your memories are all where they should be.
Okay. Yeah. Well, good news is that my memories weren't modified.
But you said, Lou, that some of us felt a little hazy on what loot we'd gotten.
Yeah, I mean, it might have just been that I was messing with you.
Hmm.
I mean, and we did get a crap ton of items, so that is entirely possible.
Right.
Because I do mess
I
with
was
you
like, I
sometimes.
went and checked my inventory. I'm like, I wonder if Lou's like
Did Lou
removing
just
stuff
delete a
from
bunch
our
of stuff?
inventory.
What? Would I do that?
I mean, I didn't look at
Go
the,
to
I didn't look at the party
history.
inventory. I guess
And then
that's
she
probably
checked
where he-
the edit logs. She's
No,
like,
I
"What
didn't.
the
I didn't check the Google sheet. I just checked Eric's sheet. I didn't. I guess that's where you would take it from if you did. Was probably the party inventory, huh?
Maybe. But no, you
It's hard to-
at least Glenn's memories, as far as you can tell, have not been modified.
I just I go in when we were in front of the lich. I like we have so much. I just I pretend to just start dishing stuff out. I'm like, we have nothing. What happened?
Yeah, you remember being like, "We don't really have much lich. I'm sorry, we can't give you more." It was weird.
I mean, well, technically, most of the stuff half of the stuff we traded him was stuff we had before the heist.
Malin was weirdly obsessed with an apple. That was where the holy symbol should have been. It's like, this apple is great. I'm glad I got this. Why would he put an apple in his
Just
vault?
humored him.
Because it's amazing.
Like, yeah, let him pretend that's. Let him believe it's an apple, or it's a.
He really
It's a
likes that
simple.
apple. It's a nice apple.
That's a nice apple. All right. So anything else you're gonna try to modify or try to resto on?
Not tonight. Not as far as frustration goes.
All right. So yeah, you like I said, kind of set up your camp again. A couple of hours until you get up there, but you're gonna rest here the night, I assume, or do you want to go up during the night and try to hit it in the darkness?
Well, with Glenn having just spent 2 4th-level spells, I would assume that we probably would want to approach with caution while refreshed.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would recommend the morning. Although, I do want to do something while camping, though, just so we don't rush through.
All right.
Same.
So if we're in the camping stage, Glenn is going to actually find Usla.
So it is currently
So was I.
8 p.m. You're just
yeah.
basically
We-
setting up camp, and you said you're gonna go talk to Uslog.
And
Yeah.
we have a safe place to camp, or do we have any concerns about like our location?
I mean, you're on the incline. I mean, it's gonna be hard to find like a really good place, just because like there's not that many caves going this way.
Okay.
Unless you want to like move back down a bunch.
You know what?
Yeah.
Glenn plays his harp, and he kind of grabs something midair, and a zipper appears, and he pulls the zipper down, and a hole appears. He casts a magnificent mansion.
All right, go into the country club. All right,
Yeah,
so
everybody.
you enter the magnificent mansion.
I point to the
Has
thing.
Diddy
I point like
seen
to Diddy. I'm like, this is the good stuff.
Oh, has Diddy,
She says, "Oh,
has Diddy been in my mansion before?
Actually, I think the Three Kings might have come in once.
What did they?
Like when we
did
were
they?
there.
I don't
I
think so.
think they did once. They were really, really hesitant. They were like.
I think it was when
super
we wanted
hesitant.
Oh yeah,
to
yeah,
talk
they were,
with
that's
them
right.
about.
That's
There was
what they
something
happened.
very secretive.
Yeah, I don't
I
remember.
do remember that. I remember that because they were really hesitant and they were
I
like,
felt- Yeah, I sort of vaguely remember it as well, but I wasn't sure if I was mixing up groups. So
Now you
Yeah,
said
when
this
we were in
was
the
a
sewers.
forest, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a wooded area with many different like outhouses, like nice looking elven made like houses that all have like a purpose. Like,
not outhouses like
oh yeah,
like
no,
water closets.
no,
Outbuildings,
no,
yeah.
those type of, yeah, no, those type of outhouses.
All right.
You know,
Is that at least I
lavish
can-
made building, but you know, one's for food, one's for the spa, one's for hot,
Spa
hot
day.
spring. Yeah. The workshop for Chomsky and in the works, and
Is there an alchemy lab?
yeah, he would have had
Cool. Oh wait, never mind. Airpod doesn't know alchemy.
Can you
Sorry.
put an
Yeah, he would've
alchemy
had,
lab in there?
I mean, he would have made it depends on if Chomsky knows alchemy.
I
believe he
think he
does.
does,
He knows
right?
everything.
Oh, yeah.
Then yeah, he would have had a
Who we
workshop
talking
and like
to?
an out. Yeah, we would. The alchemy stuff would just be in the general. There'd be like a large workshop, and they'd have like alchemy components, and mechanical components, and like smithy stuff. It's just like a tinkerer's wet dream.
Does that just depends on the skills the group has?
Yeah, it's just I can basically have it be whatever I want. I'm just like adding in buildings to suit what anybody would possibly want to do while staying here.
Oh, okay. Just gonna put a forest in here for now. You can figure out the buildings later. It's interesting that you can put buildings.
Yeah, you can
like
equip
that.
it as you see fit. Yeah.
Yeah, I can give me pretty much anything I want. It even says it's like I can have up to 100 servants. Like it's like 8
It
course
makes
meal or
sense. It's a
something.
pretty high level spell. Could you link it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we would have to provide our own ingredients and components if we did crafting, but the tools and workspace and stuff would be there.
Yeah. Okay, so I can take a look at it again.
Makes sense. I mean, it's the 7th level spell. All it does is provide a place to sleep. So
Okay.
I just remember because like one of the previous groups, like the person who cast it, they created this whole map where everyone had like she did it as like a manor house, and like everyone had their own chambers and their like workspace, and like she gave my druid like a conservatory and
I get a 9 course banquet for up to 100 people. Staff 100 near transparent servant.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically say tools, but it says furnishings.
Well,
Guess
this
you
is beyond the portal, a magnificent foyer with numerous chambers beyond. It's kind of
Yeah. Definitely could be luxurious. I mean, I guess you guys could also just have your tools in there with you. Just use like the tables that are there. Because I think everyone has tools anyway. But yeah, no, it's not a big deal. So you're in the woods here with all the little pavilion houses, which we can put in later. But you said you're approaching Uslog?
yes.
All right.
About the uncomfortable thing, I would request to also join. If not,
Well, you wouldn't necessarily know he's gonna do this unless you talk to him about it.
because I was also going to do the same
So
thing.
unless Glenn is gonna like come over and grab you before he does this, I assume he's just gonna go by himself.
Uslog's probably just sitting around the fire, so I mean,
Yeah, because I would, because one, if I saw Malin approaching Uslog, I definitely wouldn't. I would let Malin choke on his own word.
Well, since you said it first, I'm going to assume that you were the first one to go talk to her.
Okay. And he has got his harp out, and he goes to Uslog. It's like, I'm making progress on your song.
Real quick, how many of these houses do you have?
Oh, I have no idea. That's a good question. I honestly don't know. I just kind of had in my mind that, if somebody wants there to be a house or something, I figured they would be there. But
we've
I mean,
described it
realize
before
it's-
is that they aren't necessarily like full.
I mean, we don't have to go
houses.
into yeah, we don't have to go into too much detail right now. But if you want, you can move these around to place them where you
Okay.
want them.
yeah, I'd probably just say like 6 for now or something like that. Or
All right,
Yeah, I
I'll just
figure-
place them.
yeah, there'd be one for each party member, kind of, have their own kind of like heaven, basically.
Gotcha. All right, so you would approach Uslog as she is near the fire. Is she with Arapel right now?
What might be with Chomsky? Arapel's a tinkerer, so I assume sometimes he might assist Chomsky in whatever Chomsky's doing.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, what are you gonna say to her?
Hey, so I had a question, if you don't mind me asking.
yeah, she just continues sharpening her blade and shrugs.
He sits down next to her. We were talking earlier. I noticed a tinge of maybe uncomfortableness from you during one of the topics, and he's kind of quiet for a few seconds, and then he comes out and says, did you experience it? Resurrection?
Yes. But it wasn't like the magic they were speaking of. If that makes sense. Ugh. Yeah. So the Chomsky would maybe be able to tell the story better. I wasn't there for it, obviously. I fell in battle, and I went to the afterlife. I don't remember it, and then I returned. And it was only because the Raven Queen felt like I had unfinished business here. So.
Really? There
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody cast a spell to revive you?
No, the others, Chomsky and Arpel and all the ones that were with us at the time had to go through a lot of effort. I kind of feel bad. I should probably
We
do
were
something
blocked.
for them.
We, Arapel, I both tried everything we had, but the gods had different plans.
Yeah, so that's why I can do some of the things I can do now. I couldn't do those before, some of these things. So,
Wow.
like, fall in battle and continue fighting, and I don't know what else. But hey, Raven Queen.
Well, that's yeah, I never knew. That's interesting. I mean, people that that happens to are usually in some way beholden to some, pact. It's interesting that you were brought back without that. Well, I mean, I am definitely glad that you are still here. So
I'm glad I'm here too. Yes.
I wouldn't have a hero to write songs about if you had died.
Yeah. Although my death was pretty glorious. It was
I'm sure it was.
a Belhanet. What was it called? I can't remember what the creature was called.
Bahamut or something? Yeah.
Ba-
Yeah.
Belhanet?
Yeah.
Belhanet.
Balhanoth?
Yeah. I'll tell you the story.
Oh,
It should
shit.
just tell you.
Yeah, I remember.
Yes.
That was, yeah.
Glorious, but it was meaningless in the grand scheme of things, and so I would prefer that I give my life for something that will make a little bit more difference in the fate of the world.
He nods, and well, I promise you this: I truly, truly, truly hope I never have to witness your death. But
Oh, you'll witness it a few times.
if,
You've actually witnessed it without knowing, just recently. I don't think I told anybody. She just
Okay,
kind of winces.
I mean, your real death, like real death.
Okay.
If I ever do, I will make sure the tale and ballad told is glorious.
Appreciate that. And I would like to hear how the Uslog theme song sounds on that harp sometime.
It's coming along. It's Uslog, he fights for what's right in the middle of the night. As he plays,
Who knew
his
harps could rock?
angelic, yeah, angelic too.
Angelic rock.
Yeah.
She's very stuck on the rock theme.
And he will, alright, well, that's all. Better get some rest for the fight ahead. And then, can I make a perception check to see if, like, Malin is, like, hanging around waiting to talk to can just log.
Well, if they were gonna have the conversation, I wasn't gonna hang around. Like if I don't know the timing wise, like I was gonna go.
It seems like
Okay.
it
Yeah, you
seems like
probably
it ended up
wouldn't
happening
see him at
around
this
the.
point. Like, I assume he
Okay.
might show up later to talk to her if you both had the
Gotcha.
same
Okay.
idea.
That's what I was gonna. All right.
Seems
What
that
I
was
didn't
kinda
realize
just
is that it was going to end up just
wandered
kind
in
of
towards the
around
fire a little bit
yeah,
as we were speaking.
around the campfire with everyone
Yeah.
kind of around.
I
Yeah.
added some hot
a
tubs
tub.
for you guys because I know you said you had hot tubs.
Hot springs.
Well, I
Hot
couldn't
tubs.
find a hot
There's
spring, so now it's a hot tub.
spa.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
Got a
Yeah.
nice little ring of fire keeping the
Lens.
water toasty.
Exactly.
Mm.
Like a little fire action at the edge.
What's
heating
going
it
on
up.
with
Place is
this
looking
ring down
awesome.
here?
Oh, I don't know. It just seemed like something that Glenn would put around the house.
Oh, okay.
Some kind of
Yeah,
weird
Glenn's
magic.
definitely going to a hot
Luce
tub.
is having fun over here.
I was just decorating while you guys were doing
Can I have
RP.
an oil bath? A nice oil dip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy the hot tub now.
All right. So, what about Eli? I haven't really heard from you. Is there anything your character's doing?
I would probably be. I don't really know what I would be. I would probably be studying the I'd probably be kind of just watching and studying, and maybe to an extent eavesdropping, because I don't really know any of the stuff that's happened before. So I'd probably be trying to listen in, but not be very good at it.
So just kind of learning a little bit more about the group.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we
I
can
guess
say
if
that
we
you
saw
don't-
if we saw him like off to the side reading and kind of peeking over, I would just gesture, or Luce would just gesture over, and see if he wanted to come join.
Okay. Yeah, and I would sit and just listen, because I don't know much about the history before joining with the group.
Yeah, there's a lot. We'll have to fill you in.
So what about Malin?
Time for round 2 of the same questions.
So you would go and speak with Uslag a little bit later?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So I guess, yeah, she'd probably be getting ready to go to bed at this point, as it's getting a
Yep.
bit later. So
Just
what are you
kind
gonna
of
do?
poking at the last of the embers of the fire, just getting sleepy.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, do you have a minute?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I did notice that you felt particularly uncomfortable at one of the moments where we were talking about resurrection and coming back. I guess particularly about the more long-term one. Obviously, I
it
didn't
does
want to
make
ask in
me
front of the group.
a little
but
uncomfortable.
I mean, did you experience something like that yourself, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, I did. I actually just told Glenn this. This is the first time I've really told this story, and I've told him twice in a night.
He is a perceptive guy.
Yeah, she would tell you the same thing. But yeah, particularly, yeah, the mention of having returned after your soul has passed. That's I still don't quite understand it, and I don't understand, why.
Do you remember, like, you don't remember anything about the afterlife, though, right?
No, I have vague. It might be, because of stories I was told as a kid, what our afterlife for my people is like. But there's a lot of.
You'd probably have
as
vague.
wolves.
Do you have a deity you worship?
So it was the because she was the totem barbarian, so I kind of went along with that. There's a animal totems that they worship, and hers was the wolf.
So you might have, and you can change this to whatever you want, but maybe like, now, do you want it so you don't remember the afterlife? Because that's not necessarily how it would be unless you want it to have
Oh,
played
okay.
out
Yeah,
that
I
way.
just we didn't really discuss it too much, but I think the general consensus was that there wouldn't be too much to remember. But yeah, she would have
So,
vague
yeah, you might
recollections
have
of it, and I
vague
have some ideas of what it
recollections
was
of
like. Yeah.
like actually taking on the form of different animals or seeing through their eyes.
Yeah, I think the
Maybe of
important thing
like,
to her as well was hunting with her ancestors up
yeah, and
there
like
in the
vague
afterlife.
memories of those who passed, and like you remember seeing them, but you maybe like have kind of fuzzy memories of what they said to you. Just like a feeling of peace. Like it may have been the
Yeah.
first time in your life when you had felt completely at peace.
Yeah. Yeah, it was sort of a almost a rude awakening. But I'm glad to be back.
But you remember, then you had some memory of what that was like, and you remembered everything beforehand completely, right?
Yeah. Why'd you ask?
I sit down like, so obviously I wasn't always like this. But I'm not quite certain what happened to me. Yeah, I don't remember. I figured I died in some capacity before I came back like this, but I don't remember anything. So I was curious about the if long-term resurrection removes a person's memory or not, or if that was something else that tampered with it. But yeah, I
Sounds
was
like
just
maybe
curious.
a little different in your case, but
Yeah, I look. I was like, yeah, that's
yeah,
I
not
can imagine.
remembering. That's got to be hard. I'm glad I had the memories of my final battle. That says I don't want to lose that.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to imagine. However, I got into before this, it was an epic battle, but I really can't say actually. So, and every time I asked my master, he would just demur and he wouldn't really answer. So,
That seems strange. Like he didn't want you to remember.
I mean, I suppose so. But, I mean, he made a huge point to tell me that I am a new person. I'm reborn as a new person, but you can't really stop curiosity from wondering what was before. So I was just wondering if there's something that like again, if memory loss was something like long-term memory loss was something like a long-term death or whatever. But
Yeah, it makes sense that it would, but as far as I know, I've kept everything. So
well, yeah.
maybe something will jog your memory out there.
Yeah, that's what I hope. I mean, before I joined this group, I was basically just wandering almost aimlessly. And I was obviously picking fights with fire giants, but
Yeah, you were very adamant about hunting fire giants. I always wondered if that was something personal.
that was more like I wanted more the spur of the moment, have a challenge. So, but I mean, yeah, I figured, instead of me just wandering aimlessly, maybe if I went with an adventuring party, something along the way could, kick in or something. So, yeah, you never know.
Yeah,
Death
I mean,
is
I
a
think
strange thing.
I knew a warforged named Rune once who had some memories. She was trying to uncover some. I can't remember.
Was she like fully warforged or?
Yes, but I don't know. She was from probably, geez, I don't know, one of the old cycles a long time ago. So.
Oh, well, I appreciate it anyways.
Yeah.
Glad we're all here in one piece.
Yeah. Well, I'm heading out to bed.
Yep.
Good night.
All right.
Just leaves awkwardly.
Well, yeah, no, I was gonna head out also, so.
Okay, yeah. Yes.
So, what about Chomsky or Arapel? Anything you want to do tonight?
Cook dinner.
Yeah.
Cooking dinner, hanging out by the
Chomsky
fire.
dinner.
All right. So, go ahead and pay your camp, Malin. As another day will pass. And you said if you go near the entry, you can see out, but only if you're kind of over there, right?
I think
Glenn. Oh, did Glenn
fell
step
asleep
away?
in the bath.
Snack run.
Snack run, maybe? Alright, well, we'll say the evening passed. I'll assume he wasn't watching the entry anyway, because he assumed nothing can get in. So it is now 8 a.m. You awaken. What do you want to do?
Let's resume.
Continue our hike.
Alright. So, you would come out into the cave and notice that there is a large hole in the ground now, kind of in the area where your campsite was last night.
That's interesting.
You might guess that it was made by something very large.
Oh no.
I'm getting very excited. I thought we were just going on a scenic walk.
Whatever it was is no longer here, but yeah, this may have been done by that purple worm creature.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The strange thing is, you wonder why it's up this high in the mountains.
That's definitely worrisome.
But it doesn't seem to be here anymore. What do you want to do?
Does anyone know anything about those creatures?
Don't let them eat you. He plays
Yeah.
a comedic chord.
I mean, I've encountered other I don't know if you all were there. Other burrowing creatures, and they are very sensitive to vibrations. So we should watch our step.
All right.
And watch for unstable ground, perhaps.
Alright, so you cautiously continue traveling.
Oh, Chomsky did a nature check on the
Nature check.
warnings.
So you know that they are not very intelligent. Generally wouldn't be this high up. It seems strange to you that it would dig up this high into the mountain area.
It must be someone's pet who is controlling.
Yeah, that could definitely be.
Yeah, just
an
like the frost
answer.
giants had those creatures that burrowed. What were those? Anyway, yeah, just
Jeez.
like that.
The Remoraz.
Otters are here. First we have
Remoras.
the fire giants. Fire giants. Then Solvik squatting, and someone else is squatting. Jeez, it's a homeless encampment.
Do you want to do anything about it, or are you just going to keep going?
I think keep going with caution.
All right.
Yeah.
I would definitely be watching for like signs of.
There is
maybe weak
still
ground.
sort of a
There's
tunnel
tunneling.
there. So you
Do we
could
wanna
try to
chase the tunnel?
follow it. But
Oh,
you'd
she
also
wants to
be
hunt a worm.
you'd also be kind of in its domain if you're going through the tunnels it made.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds unsafe. Like collapsing tunnels doesn't sound like a fun, glorious way to die. So, yeah.
Nope.
Surprised! I thought Melon would be all for it. I mean, what's up,
I
Melon?
fear nothing. But honestly, I'm so I'm so confident. Like this thing's nothing to me. Like if it wants to challenge me, it should come to me.
Y'all gung ho about fighting a dragon, but you're scared of a little purple worm.
All right, I'm going in that tunnel right now.
We could make it come
Give
to
him
us.
credit.
I mean,
He
we could
was
make a lot of
scared.
noise, right?
We could.
I would rather not fight it in the tunnels. I don't think that would be wise.
I'm already
Glenn
halfway through the
starts-
tunnel.
Glenn starts rocking out on his heart.
So yeah, if you look down to the tunnel, it seems to go down, kind of the way you came from.
I mean,
Thank
Oh, like it's going to.
Like it maybe came up here. You're not sure, like it was looking around or something, and then it just kind of went back down. Which might give Chomsky's theory some more credence that someone sent it to look for you.
Oh, weren't there signs of a worm, a purple worm,
Yeah.
in the caves
Yes.
before?
So,
And
Exactly.
do we know who usually rides purple worms? I don't think we know that. Have that knowledge.
I mean,
but I do.
no one usually. Purple worms are not usually kept as pets. They're extremely dangerous, and like it would be like a bug keeping like a human as a pet. I mean, they're so much smaller than humans.
All right.
Or humans are so much smaller than them, I should say. Boulder Bottom would say, I agree. I think we should just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, if we're not worried about fighting it, then we can make as much noise as we usually do. And
yeah, this thing. I mean, like,
let's be ready for a
what-
fight.
It's no way it's stronger than that dragon. Like this thing, that thing's the chump.
I mean, how big is this tunnel? It's a pretty big tunnel.
How big is it compared to the dragon?
This is a large
I-
tunnel.
Oh,
How much
I would-
bigger is the dragon?
I would hope it's not as strong as a dragon, because that dragon was kicking your ass, man.
No, it wasn't. I distinctly
Wow.
remember you running around hiding behind that corner. Get out of here.
Alright.
I'm a
So-
lover, not a fighter.
Yeah.
So
okay.
as you guys kind of gaslight each other a little, I'll say you're heading up the ramp, or I guess gaslight Malin. All right. So yeah, unless Malin, you said you are going down
No,
after it, or
no,
not?
no, I'm
Okay.
going down there.
All right. So you continue your trek upward, and as estimated, it takes you about 2 hours until you finally start to see sunlight. It's been a long time since you've seen sunlight.
Wow.
yes.
So you
Oh
maybe
my god.
squint a
Just-
little as you're climbing up towards it.
Praise the sun.
Yeah.
Praise the sun.
Soaks it in.
So,
How long has it been? How long were we down there?
a long time, like
Like-
weeks.
Ah.
Like a few weeks?
The sun is a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
I don't understand any of those words, but yes, I agree.
It's too bright. I want to go back down. No. Okay.
It's too bright. All right.
I've been in the
so-
darkness too long. I was born in the darkness. You were merely molded by it.
Alright, so you come out of the cave area. It's very cold up here, as the wind is kind of whipping over you. You know you must be pretty high up. Even though it's spring, you would guess, yeah, you must be at a pretty high elevation. Just finish getting you all out. There are a bunch of rocks around you that you can't, I mean, you can see the sky above, but the rocks are preventing you from seeing much from where you are.
How high up there are the rocks?
They probably go up about 20 or so feet.
Can I climb up one just to see what I can see?
I'm gonna fly up there.
Oh, Uslug's gonna climb the old-fashioned way.
Alright, so I guess Malin would be the first one up if he's using his boots. So you fly up, And as you get up to a point, you look over to see a massive tower to the north. And as you get up there, several of the runes on the side of the tower start to glow. I need an initiative roll.
Oh shit.
What?
Oops.
It's
Mother.
like halfway up
Above
the
and
rock.
down,
Like,
better
what's
yet.
happening? What do you see?
For everyone or just Malin?
Just man.
Just be Malin right now.
Oh, okay. Have fun, boy.
Ooh, alright. So, you
No,
see
it's an Oblivion
these
gate.
strange runes start glowing. You're kind of like, huh? The first one flashes, and a big ball of fire comes flying towards you. I need a dex save.
Oh,
You
Like,
got it,
oh,
bud, don't worry.
no!
yes. Let's go.
Alright, so
shit,
you
dex
fly to the side, dodging it. And it explodes, scorching you for 18 fire damage.
I also have the fire resistant.
Alright, so you
Um,
take 9 from that. The second rune
Oh boy.
also lights up. As this one flashes, I need a charisma save.
Why do I have deja vu? Okay.
Alright, so that would actually fail.
Can I? I mean, all right. I can't flash.
Can you
genius.
flash yourself?
Yes, I can.
Do you want to?
Yes.
Alright, so you flash of genius. Go ahead and spend one of your charges, resisting whatever that was. The third one will light up as well. And I need a wisdom save, or sorry, intelligence save.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
That should be. That should be. I just jinxed myself, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
No. I did.
you completely did.
I didn't.
Alright, so you would take... Hang on, let me double check this.
I have a plus 11 to that.
Yeah,
just
you
needed
totally
to-
jinxed yourself.
I was like, as soon as the words came out of my mouth, I'm like, it's over. My career's done.
This is a career-ending mistake. So... This is unfortunate. So you would take 22 psychic and become incapacitated.
Oh no.
Plummet.
And you
every
just-
time.
Well, I think you just can't take actions
Okay.
while you're incapacitated. But yeah, so you're kind of shaking your head as you had that horrible pain suddenly from whatever spell that was. For your turn, you can't take actions, but you can move if you want.
I'm gonna fly back down.
So yeah, I guess you guys would have seen the fireball explode. You wouldn't see the other two spells, but then Malin just kind of goes and like flies back
Uslug's
down.
just hanging up on the rock, like on her way up. Just. What
So
the
that
hell
will
happened?
end combat for the time being. As Malin just
Hey,
comes
guys.
flying back down.
So don't do what I just did. I
What?
didn't realize they had automated defense system. Don't
You
do
saw the tower?
Yeah, yeah, tower?
that. Oh,
there?
Didn't,
I
what's
felt
his
the
name
tower.
tell us?
That was you did a good job defending that place. You know, that was it's good
Maybe
work,
we
Ryan.
look for a door or something down here.
I go up to like Glenn and like hold him by his shoulders and like yell at his face. You hear that? You did a good job. As I yell at Tovik, who's I assume is watching us.
Glenn
That was
just probably
nothing.
gives you a weird look.
Well, it seems we're protected by these rocks. Perhaps this leads to the tower door.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what these are built for?
Boulder Bottom shrugs. He says, I never actually got this close to the tower. If we follow these rocks, though, you can view it from a distance. One of the reasons we never approached was because I had heard it was dangerous. I know that at a certain distance they can't target you, so you can look at the tower from a ways away.
You knew there was automated ruins.
He says, I didn't know they were automated ruins. Like I said, I never got this close. We didn't climb up the rocks. If you follow this path, it'll lead to a section where you can see the tower.
Cool. Let's follow that path and try to find another way in. And understand that this has a lot of defenses to it.
Yeah, that yeah. I guess we should have known it would be like that. Just didn't realize we would see it so soon.
Right.
Sorry for your headache, Melon.
Yeah,
Gotta suck.
It's nothing. It's all good. I've taken worse. As I go and just like stumble into the boulder, like to the side wall.
Alright, so there are some trees here as you're walking. And you would notice as you go south a bit, the southern part is open, and you can see off the massive cliff. It looks like you're about at least 1,000 feet above another cliff, and down below the trees are much smaller, and there are more cliffs down there. Uslag, as you turn the corner here, kind of looking over, you might get jump scared by a weird steel-like statue just kind of sitting at the edge of a crevasse there.
Oh, she would hold her hand up to stop Malin.
It doesn't seem to react to you, though. It almost looks...
statue.
Yeah, it almost looks like some sort of animal. Like a creature of some kind. But it's made of... looks like metal.
Does it seem like a natural creature or something that one of our magic...
I mean, it looks like a statue to you. It's not moving.
Oh, I mean, like the depiction. Like, is it a depiction of a natural...
No creature you've ever seen.
It didn't react. She would wave the others over. There's an interesting, weird statue.
Are Chomsky and Glenn coming?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna continue cautiously towards it.
Alright, so yeah, you feel the chill of the mountain air coming over. Like, I mean, it's all windy here.
I love being outside.
Behind the creature here, looks like there is a little bit of a pit, maybe falling back down into the mountain.
Oh.
Are there ruins ahead?
You don't see any runes, just more trees.
No, ruins.
Oh, ruins. Yeah, so over there, kind of looking past this thing, you would note what may be the foundation of an old building that's collapsed.
Do we want to check for traps before I set off something accidentally again, or?
I will do a perception check. See if there's any natural traps.
You don't see anything with your passive perception.
Oh, okay.
If you want, you can make an active check. So no, with 11, you wouldn't see anything.
Be the same.
I mean, if Chomsky wants to take 10 minutes, I think, I'm down for that.
Well, I'm gonna look around first.
Sure.
I'm gonna scoot off. Ooh.
This statue seems strange the way it's placed by this.
Yeah.
Is it like a statue of like a beast of some sort?
Yeah,
Not like I've ever seen, but yes.
It doesn't look like a beast from the wild. So Chomsky, as you step there, suddenly the statue begins to move. I need initiatives.
Oh, it's a guardian.
I said, let's go take a look.
All bad.
It's alright, we were going to activate it anyway.
That's
It
my
was
job.
only a matter of
Or the
time.
other.
Oh, that's my job, though. Okay.
Alright, is everyone on there?
Oh, okay, she's just taking a second to look.
Cool. Should be good.
Alright, so... Malin would be first to act, however you are taken off guard by this thing suddenly lunging. So I'm going to say you're surprised.
Okay.
Eli. Does anyone have surprise immunity?
Nope.
Carl does.
I mean, I have 20 passive
Carl.
perception. I don't know if that counts.
That probably
For Carl to
wouldn't...
do anything, you have to.
Yeah. I thought
No, he
barbarians
can
could
do a
avoid
lot.
surprise if they raged
Oh.
or something.
Yeah, which is interesting because I wouldn't have any reason to rage. But I don't think I do specifically.
Alright.
Not that I know.
So I'll say the creature kind of catches the group a little off guard and is going to
Carl
lunge.
scoot there.
Oh, he's gonna go to protect you. So yeah, the creature will attack Carl. I'll say.
Oh, gonna attack Carl? You're supposed to attack me, not Carl.
So it bites at him. 26, I'm assuming
Oh,
will hit.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
thing that you were thinking of.
Yeah. So
And
Carl
I can
is
actually-
struck for 16 piercing as the thing lunges forward, and I'm guessing, like, being unsurprised, he kind of gets in the way, trying to keep it off you.
Still could have acted
It will then...
if she wanted to enter rage. Yeah.
Oh, did you want to enter rage?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel
Well,
like we just haven't been surprised very often, so this is
no, not
the
really.
first time it's ever come up.
So sure, if you spent your rage, then you would have acted this turn. So what are you gonna do? I'll pause. I'll redo his turn. So go ahead, you go first. You can take away the damage.
All right. Sorry, I thought the yeah. So
I was
I'm going
trying to find it. I just wasn't quick enough.
Yeah. That
That's okay. I just realized I wanted to do something else anyway.
okay. So yeah, she would have.
On.
Yeah, she would have run up and attacked it.
All right.
Because
So as
that's
it's
what she
coming
does.
forward, you kind of roar, "Chomsky, look out!" as you lunge forward.
Yeah, she's like, I knew it. I knew it was the weird statue.
Hoo-ah! Oh no, 14 would clang off a very hard outer armor that's made of steel. Dink.
Just gonna try again. Think.
No,
Probably.
that's going to also clang off of its armor.
Okay.
Is that it for you?
Yes. She would be like, I just tested it out for you. Carl, take it away.
All right. So, the creature is gonna kind of look back this way towards the rest of the group and let out a ear-splitting roar. So I need the 4 of you to give me con saves.
No,
Plus
boy.
4.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay, thank God.
Yes.
The DC on that is 19.
Wow.
Huh.
Oh no.
Alright.
All right. Did you all roll?
One.
Oh, I'm in range too?
Yeah, it'd be all 4 of you.
Oh. By 4, I thought you meant like Carl Chomsky.
No, it can't actually hit. It has to aim the cone this way to
Like a
get the
cone,
4
yeah.
of you.
Oh, Zane. I thought, okay. Whoops.
Yeah, it did like a cone effect, basically. Alright, so luckily, only one of you failed.
I'm gonna take this damage if it's a damage thing.
It's an AoE.
No, I mean like whatever Eli's.
Oh, from
what-
Eli?
Yeah.
Can you do that for AoEs?
I can take as long as he. Well, I don't know. Let's see.
You can check it. Yeah, it just says takes
When a
damage.
creature takes damage, yeah.
Alright, so it's gonna be
Oh.
40 thunder.
Oh wow.
That is
So you're
way
taking
more
that for
than
Eli with your reaction?
Yeah.
Okay. Within
Thank you.
10 feet. Yep, so you would take 20.
Usually when I want to help soak, I'm not near enough to people, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah, so you would take 20 from your save because you take half.
I
And
would
then,
take half.
yeah, so this is half or full. So you take 20 thunder and then the 40 from him, so you take 60.
Okay, yeah.
And Eli, you would drop everything you're holding and be stunned.
Okay, I don't think I would have
So-
been holding anything.
Alright, so then you would just be stunned for the time being. So that's it for that thing. New round,
1 point above half.
Malin.
Come here, ugly.
Ah.
Wait, how much shit would I have?
No, it doesn't.
I'm gonna go crack my knuckles and crimson right. So that should be my bonus action. Yeah, bonus action. Yeah. So, and then I'm gonna slug him 2 times.
Okay. So your gauntlets crackle as you punch at this thing.
Give it a second. There we go.
20 would just hit, connecting with your fist.
Alright.
So you would do less damage than you think you should have. Only 4 thunder and 0 lightning, as it seems to resist both of those.
Oh
Isn't
wow,
it?
this is not
Yeah, this
that
is
is
bad.
interesting. This is not it for me. All right, well I'm gonna.
It's my bane.
Swing. I'm gonna swing again at it.
Oh,
It's
I can
aggro
just
on
show
me
you what
anyways.
it looks like now.
Oh Jesus!
Really
Since
creepy.
you,
Yeah.
since you know.
Like, it would be cool if it wasn't for the face. The face is creepy.
Yeah, it's like one of those fish from like the deep sea.
Right?
All right, so that one's gonna bounce off of it.
It's aggroed on me anyway, so.
Yeah,
We might need to
you
do
have
save attacks
taunted
instead
it.
of
Mm.
attack attacks.
And it is looking towards you now.
That is my yeah, that's my turn.
All right, so Malin's turn ends. Eli, you would be stunned, but at the end of your turn, you get another con save, DC 19, to try to shake it.
Still
Is that
stunned.
+4, right?
Yeah,
From
Oh.
Arapel?
yeah.
Yes.
All right,
Oh,
so
sweet.
that would make it. So you are no longer stunned. However, your turn ends as you kind of shake your head and your ears stop ringing. Uslog.
Okay, I'm gonna try again. She's going to make this a reckless attack.
She's full out raging.
Can't hit it. Put that on. Yeah. Sorry. Got a little lost there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
28 would connect. Bringing your sword down, it dents its armor. Magic property. Doing. How does it feel about radiant? So normal radiant, it seems to take half the cold damage, but it would take the 19, so 31 in the first attack. And it is
Alright,
now
another
looking
reckless.
towards you.
Okay. Another reckless attack.
Okay.
So 17 would think.
17, no, that would bounce off of its armor again.
Okay.
Alright, so your turn is ending. Gnome.
No way.
It looks like it's about to lunge at Uslog.
I bet it is. I'm gonna pop up on Carl.
Whoop. Alright, so you mount Carl using half of your movement.
Yes. And I'm gonna take 2 strikes at this dude. Or attempt to at least.
Okay. Yeah, 22 would connect. Bringing your Warhammer down upon him. So he doesn't take any psychic damage as he seems immune to it,
Ah,
but he would take the
cool.
15. To dent him
Cool.
again.
Jeez.
I will try to dent him again.
Yeah, that would strike a second time. Doing another 12, continuing to work on him. He's still looking pretty healthy.
And
Anything
bonus
else?
action, Carl is gonna try to attack.
Okay. Yep, 19. Oh, wait, nope, sorry. 19 would just miss.
Oh.
Anything else?
I think that is all for the two of us.
Alright, Glenn. This crazy looking thing is about to jump on Uslag. At least attempt to.
Cool. Does it look like it weighs more than 500 pounds?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's like solid steel.
Ugh.
It's like a
And
car.
hard.
Yeah.
So it's like what? Yeah, at
Probably a
least
couple
like
thousand
8 to
pounds.
10 feet tall. Yeah.
Okay, he's going to.
Actually, yeah, probably more like 5,000 pounds.
His forefinger, middle finger up against his temple. He's gonna psychic glance. He will psychic glance this thing.
Alright, so you cast Psychic Lance. He attempts an int save.
Stop this thing.
Looks like he is at advantage. 16 would fail.
Yeah.
He takes no psychic damage, because he seems to be immune to it. But I think he is still incapacitated.
Done.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
so he doesn't take any damage, but you incapacitate him, at least for the... Oh, wait, hang on. Let me just make sure he can be incapacitated. He can be. He can't be stunned. But he can be incapacitated. Interesting. So yeah, he kind of shakes his head, confused by the sudden blast of psychic energy.
Take that, you steel son of a bitch. And that'll be my turn. Well, actually, I'll move back out of the way for Eli. That'll be my turn.
Alright, Arapel.
Alright, so incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions, but we don't have any kind of advantage against him or anything.
No, he just can't, basically can't act, but he can still move.
As much as I would like to wallop him, I think it's more useful for me to A, share my aura, and B, let's put a bless on the other melee attackers to help them hit. So that's going to be Uslag, Malin, and Gnome.
Nice.
Okay,
It's that little book symbol. Yeah.
so you bless them. The creature goes...
Um,
Oh, right, sorry, is that it for you?
I was going to put a chromatic infusion on Malin's fist because he usually has the most attacks.
Okay.
That's all.
So Malin is chromatically infused. The Predator is going to... well, he's going to roll something. And then he is going to leap into the air,
Oh,
provoking an
it's gonna be one of
Oppie
those.
from Malin as he leaves your threatened area. If you want to use your reaction.
Yeah, I might as well. I'm gonna take the. I'll take the Oppie.
Yep, 23 would connect. Doing
Then-
3 and 2, so 5. He then lands there and sort of turns this way,
Of
ending
course.
his turn. New rounds, Malin.
Let's see. How much movement is that going to take if I just try to go for the flank? 20. I can just go. I can flank him, right? I have enough movement for that. To just get over here.
Yeah, you should be able to.
I'm gonna get to this square, I guess. And yeah, just to start, punching him.
Alright, so you take some punches.
We have flank and plus for this, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if I miss this is gonna be pretty sad. So first punch.
Yeah, 28
Ow, I
will
get-
strike.
Let me do.
What's the damage type on that?
Acid.
Okay.
And I'll do.
So that
one.
seems to affect him normally. He takes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'll do one level 1 smite on that.
Alright, so you channel an explosive smite into that. Do an extra 14. That would wound him.
Nice. Okay.
And he seems pissed at you again. Turning away from
Yeah.
Glenn.
Alright, next punch.
That is
Plus
gonna.
D4 and
Or
plus
17,
plus
I guess
2.
you get a d4, yeah. You get a 3. Oh!
Ah.
Just misses.
God. That was a 4. I literally. Oh my god. Alright, that misses. Alright, last punch.
Alright, yeah, 28 will land. Doing another 5, 8 points of damage.
Alright, yep. That's my turn.
Alright, Eli.
All right.
Finally unstunned.
I know. I will start by singing my blade song. I will. move
Got our
up
band in the
into
back.
here. Isn't that right? I'll move up into there. And then I'm just gonna attack him normally because I don't want to waste a high level spell on him right now. So
Alright, so that is gonna not be enough. 22 will strike on the second attack, though. Hitting him for 10 piercing. But he is still concentrating on Malin.
fine with me.
Alright, anything
And that'll
else?
be it for me. Yeah, that'll be it.
Alright, Uslog.
Okay, she's going to continue swinging recklessly.
So at
Trying
this
to-
point, you start to hear something approaching
Oh shit.
from up this way.
Drums. First thing I thought, I was like that it was going to come from this chasm, and I was a little worried.
Now, it sounds like something large and metallic.
This is just the dog. We have yet to see the dog walker.
Oh no!
It's the
Alright.
baby.
It's
Or
not
yeah,
a baby.
mama
Everyone-
maybe, yeah.
Steel yourselves. There's more coming.
Eel, get it?
Heal. Okay. Alright.
Slog made a pun. She's going to attack recklessly.
I'm disgusted.
Anyway. Oh, hey.
Yeah,
helped her.
22. That will land. Cutting the creature for 30. 32. Once again, he resists the cold. And that will get him pissed at you again.
Alright, well, I'll hit him again because I want to make him more pissed. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
27 will land a second hit.
okay.
Doing 12,
And
15, 18.
Just
As
into
you
its creepy
continue
paw.
to dent this creature with your relentless smashing.
Yep.
Anything else?
Log smash. Nope. That's gonna be it.
Okay, so a creature
And we're all clumped up. Of course, then maybe he has to fireball his pet, though. So
Comes rushing in from the north.
Oh boy, I think I'm ready.
You have never seen anything quite like this before.
Holy, what the?
Oh,
As it looks like
oh,
a
Tin
golem,
Man.
but it has a
Chomsky's
furnace.
like, I want it.
Yeah.
Chomsky, what the heck is that?
It has like a furnace
I
built
feel
into
like
it.
Chomsky would know.
I've never seen one of these. I read about them. This is so exciting.
It does have an axe for an arm, which is a little concerning.
It's the Tin Man, man.
Probably not very adept inventor then,
Yeah.
with those fingers or lack thereof.
So it's gonna move to here. Then it's going to dash over to here, ending its turn. Alright, that is it for the creature. Gnome.
I'm guessing that creature looks like it weighs more than 500 pounds.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know much about it.
These are both big boys.
Cool. Yes. I am going to look at it and try to vortex force it 90 feet away.
Alright. So as you start to chant,
Oh,
suddenly it lets out a very loud whistling, interrupting your spell. Or possibly. I need a con save. DC 20.
bless.
Yep, you do have bless.
And is this meant? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's a con save.
Alright, so you would get your spell off.
Nah.
So you said you're going to try to vortex warp him?
Yeah.
I think he gets a con save, which he might
does.
be good at.
Let me see. So he has advantage on this because as a golem he gets magical
I bet he does.
resist.
Counting on that.
Alright, so he would get a 22, so that would make it.
Ah,
Mm,
that's not cool. But
So yeah, he is unaffected.
ooh, his
that sucks.
My dog's clawing at me, sorry. Anything else?
Yeah. I'm gonna position myself between these two. And Carl is going to force power the dragon thing.
Oh, I just assumed. What was the DC on that? Was it 20 or was it 21? Oh, okay, it was 21. I was
It
just
was just all right.
was like,
Yeah.
all right. So Carl attacks this thing, but 15 is not going to be enough. Though it doesn't seem as heavily armored as the steel thing. Anything else?
Nope. That's all.
Well, I think Carl was attacking the first combatant, right?
Oh, he was attacking
Yeah.
the flanked one.
I think
Okay,
he
yeah,
moved
that would
either
still
way,
miss though.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Glenn.
Alright. So the steel doggy looks pretty crunched up, right?
Yeah, Uslog's been laying into him, so he's got a bunch of dents at this point.
Make points.
It looks like it's about to lunge at her again.
Okay.
I just keep
I
pissing it
taunted.
off.
Use my taunted.
Luckily,
Pick it up the-
it didn't get to last round because you had incapacitated it.
You can say, Arabelle, I'm gonna count on you to try and finish this doggy off. And he is going to throw a psychic lance at the new golem, the this steam Tin Man golem.
Okay.
I have little hope that it's going to actually do damage, though. But...
well, it doesn't look all that intelligent. So you said you're doing at the steam golem, right?
Yeah, I assume it probably has the same similar immunities, so I doubt it's going to actually take the damage, but
so
try and incapacitate.
Yeah, it does have immunity from psychic as well. However, it doesn't have immunity from your other effect. What's it called? Incapacitated. Okay, so yeah, it would also kind of shut down for a moment as your psychic energy riddles it. Doesn't damage it, but kind of like confuses its circuitry.
Down these rocks a little bit behind myself, and
it seems very angry at you now. Alright, so that's it for Glenn as he goes to try to get out of its sight for a while. Arapel.
Alright, I don't think I have any really creative options, so I think I'm just gonna see if we can finish this doggy.
Okay.
Let's see
Hit
what
him in the
happens.
face. Yeah, 26 hits as you slam your sensor into him, doing 23 damage.
I'll do one level 1 smite, just to kind of...
Alright, so there's an explosion for another 10, and that would... Actually, the first attack would put it to badly wounded.
Okay, good. Then I'll swing again.
22 will strike. Ka-chink.
I'll do another smite. Let's just see if we can get this down to a one foe fight.
So... Wait, did you roll 2 smites there?
I smited on both.
Oh, you did the smite first. Alright,
yeah,
so
sorry.
you do 19, 26. Yeah, that would take him to crunched.
I should have done non-lethal.
Shuts down.
Alright, that's fine. Alright. And I will...
Well, dying constructs are kind of almost non-lethaled. Like, it's just shut down.
Okay.
You destroy it.
Okay. I'll move forward to try and just kind of spread my aura. I don't know if this guy's gonna do some sort of cone crunch on all of us, but here I am. That's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, wait, let me check one thing real quick.
So, new round. Malin.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to the flank. And gonna start wailing away. So first punch.
Okay, 24 will strike on the first attack.
How does that?
It seems like it does normal damage, so you do 17 points.
Nice. Okay, that's good. It's gonna be like, if that's everything in here, this is gonna be a rough trip. Anyways, second punch.
Alright, yeah, 30 would strike on the second one. Doing 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. It rumbles a bit from that hit as well.
And last one.
Alright, so 6, 7, 8, 9 more points.
The damage keeps decreasing, even though your attacks keep increasing.
So I aggroed it.
Alright, anything else?
Besides the aggro, no.
Eli.
I am gonna need a dexterity saving throw from it.
Alright, what are you doing? Alright, so you are shooting it with a disintegrate. So it would have advantage on this, as it seems to, like the other one, be resistant to magic.
incapacitated?
Yeah, incapacitated
Incapacitated
doesn't do
just-
anything for saves, I don't think, right?
No, it
Yeah.
just says can't take actions.
So it can still dodge. Oh.
Ooh,
Damn
Well,
it!
Unfortunately, that would miss.
look at that Christmas.
Oh
Yeah,
then.
Honestly.
I keep telling you if you're gonna do something like that, let me know so I can set you up, man.
It's true.
I had
It's
a
good.
free bonus action.
No.
He yells from around the corner.
Right.
You didn't see what he did. Quiet back there.
Yeah.
He heard the spell being
I
chanted.
don't
He
even know
just
where
knew.
Glenn is.
I don't see
Glenn is
him.
hiding behind the rocks because he made the other
felt
the golem
I
mad.
mean, if I wasn't as armored as I am.
Yes, Glenn is safe. That's all you need to know.
And then I'm just gonna move into the aura.
Glenn's the MVP. All right. So you said you're moving where?
Just into the aura a little bit more.
Okay.
I feel like paladins are kind of a trap. It's like, get in the aura. Oh wait, we're clumped up.
Yep.
All right. So so you move a little and your turn is ending. Uslog.
Okay. I get to test out this new bow. Go to here.
All right. So you charge up.
And continuing my reckless streak.
Ah.
Oh,
Nice.
30.
Very nice.
Hurrah, you
Critical.
recklessly throw yourself against this thing, hitting it right in the furnace.
There's my. I'll do my regular damage and then my critical.
Alright, so
Plus the extra.
Jesus.
That's
Oh, I forgot my
damage.
divine
you don't get
fury.
rage on both of those.
Yeah.
So that
Right.
would
Ignore
be
that. And my divine fury, I forgot to click on that.
so that would be 23, 26, 2, 37, plus 11 is 48.
Yes.
Alright.
And
with-
you get one more d6 for divine fury.
That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna double
So
check on
48.
that. That was what I needed to
so
edit. for-
53. That would wound it.
Okay.
It's very much rattled by that. And very
Okay.
upset at you.
And I will hit it again.
Ah,
28.
18 will strike it. Or,
Oh,
sorry, 28.
Even though it was a 28, so but
Yeah,
either
that
way,
will
30
strike it.
actually. Yeah.
this one's a little easier to hit. Nice.
Doing 21. Alright. So
Lots of
Uslog's
playing.
turn is ending. So the golem begins to rumble.
Oh no.
And
Gonna blow.
Wait, wasn't it incapacitated?
for the last turn, it was. This is a new turn, right?
There was no last turn. It was just running at me.
Glenn's the one who incapacitated it.
Yeah, when was the incapacitation applied?
Was it after?
Yeah, and Glenn
Oh.
goes after. So
All right. So it is going to. All right. So yeah, I guess it is Gnome's turn.
I thought
And
it
it
was-
is
I
no
thought it
longer
was, like,
incapacitated.
Gonna blow up or something. I was like, oh no, I damaged it too much. I hit the wrong
Am
spot.
I able to sneak through this corner right here?
You would have to do a tumble or an overrun.
Cool. But it's not incapacitated anymore.
No, don't believe so. I think it's just incapacitated till the end of its next turn.
Cool.
Glenn can correct me on that if I'm wrong.
Just because it was a
Until the start of my next turn.
Oh, okay, so it is still incapacitated.
Cool. So I run through it.
You would still have to. It can stop
Make
you
some
from
sort of
running through it. It just can't
acrobatic.
take oppies. You'd still have to do an overrun or a tumble to get through it. You could run around it.
I think I will be boring and try to hit it twice.
Okay.
I assume I have flank right now.
You do, and 23 would strike. Slamming it with the hammer for 15. Once again, it's immune to psychic. 18 would strike it on the second attack. Just
Cool.
barely. Doing another 11 to it. And it is starting to look badly wounded.
Cool. Then I will mount Carl. Tell Carl to run forward and attack it.
Okay. Carl rushes up. And he will indeed blast it with some force damage.
And I think I'll use an arcane jolt to add 4d6 to this.
Okay. So it will take 15, so 25. Alright, anything else?
Nope. I will yell, onward, my valiant steed.
Alright, Glenn.
Let's see.
Hey, Glenn peeks around the corner and gives us a thumbs up, like, you're doing great!
Yeah, it's
You're doing great shielding me!
is it bloodied yet?
It's near death.
That's near death.
Oh, see, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Glenn did a very good job shielding you as long as before she could have gotten a nasty bite.
True.
It's pretty much, if it's immune to psychic, it's pretty much immune to anything I can do to it. I guess I'm just gonna... I guess I'll Vicious Mockery and, you know, see if I can get it to be, you know, disadvantage for its next attack. If it's able to
See if
make
you
one.
can get it to be dead.
Alright,
Yeah.
well, it is immune to psychic, but it still has to save to see if it would get disadvantage. And it does. So it is viciously mocked and will have disadvantage to its next attack.
Very nice.
You hurt the robot's feelings. Impressive.
Alright, anything else?
Just be over there, hanging out.
Did we lose
Alright, so your turn
Right.
is ending. New round, Malin.
I think you skipped me.
Skip here.
Yeah, you skipped. As long as I would love to go, but it is Arapel's turn.
Oh, Arapel, what are you doing?
Is this difficult terrain, the trees, or are we like under the branches?
You're under them.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter too much because I only have 10. I can't get anywhere that's gonna. That'd be 15. Oh wait, 25. Yeah, I can get a flank. Okay, yeah. Let me swing at this guy.
Okay. So you get around 20 will strike it.
Yeah, and I think I'm just gonna stick to no smites for now. We seem to be doing okay against this guy. Oh, there we go. Okay.
It would go
Nice.
down. Ending combat. What do you want to do?
I'd like to look around and assess everyone's health. I think that I'm the only one who took a really, really big hit. Let me know
I
if
think
I'm
so.
incorrect there. Yeah. Okay. And I'll
Uslug
A
didn't.
little, but
Uslug doesn't have a scratch on her
Yeah,
for once. Thanks,
you
Glenn.
took my hit.
You're welcome. Glad I could help.
Okay.
if I could have a little, but otherwise should be fine.
Well, I mean, I can heal you once per short rest, or with non-magical
Yeah,
healing.
yeah, I'll take that.
So Chomsky,
Um,
what is this thing? This bucket of metal.
It looks like some sort of steampunk golem.
It's
Well,
most
two of them.
unfortunate that we could not reprogram them or learn from them. They are superbly crafted. Such a waste to have to destroy them.
Oh, is
Or
that
well,
healing for everyone? Sorry, that you.
no. Arapel was healing himself.
Oh, okay.
If someone asks for heals, I'll give it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ask for them.
Alright, so use your healing ability on Malin as well. Yeah, both these creatures are pretty smashed up. The technology to animate them is pretty impressive. Luckily, there were only 2 of these things. At least so
If we
far.
find information in the tower on how these are animated, perhaps we can return and salvage one or more of them. They are not something I think we can take with us, though, given their size and immense amount of materials in their construction.
I'm just gonna be like very curious. I'm gonna look at the.
Someone
metal
can try to
engravings.
gather their essence if you act quickly. It is fading.
I was trying, hoping.
Okay, so if you try to gather their essence, the Steel Predator essence
What's the skill, please?
is there's 120 Maho, and the CR is 16.
Wow.
The Steam Golem essence, there's 100 Maho, and the CR is 13.
Okay. So the little doggy guy was. Well, I mean, he definitely had the higher AC, huh? We may not have seen all he was capable of, but that roar of his was certainly ouch.
Yeah, that could have been. That
It
could have
was
been bad.
enough.
Alan, are you able to put those
Yep.
into the part?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
So
do that.
it seems we have.
And that would
pathways
destroy
to
them, taking their essence.
Oh, they're completely gone.
Yeah, they basically are like taking parts out of them. They kind of fall
Oh,
apart.
I wanted to go look at. I look at.
Well,
the
their
notes,
parts are
try to
still
get the
there
right-
if you want to look through them.
Oh yeah, I wanted to look at their. Because I'm curious. I mean, especially the dog's design. And I look at my armor. Is like, is there any similarities between it, or?
Well, it would depend. Did you know what designed you?
No.
So,
I just like face check value.
So you'd have to tell me more about your background unless you wanted me to make it up. But if I knew more about your background, I could tell you if there was a similarity.
I actually have a similar question, because I know that I am of Therian design.
Yeah, so these do look Therian. So they probably would look familiar to you, Arapel.
Arapel would start rattling off some obscure details of like this riveting here and this method of seaming the metal together and stupid little details that are Therian.
So if you want to give me permission to do your background, I can, Malin. In which case, these would look familiar.
Okay,
So yeah, these look like the same type of construction that created you.
Interesting.
Which might mean, from what Arapel said, perhaps you were created by the Therians as well, or at least your body was.
Okay.
We should compare notes at some time. I've noticed before that some of your rivets look quite familiar. You are of differing construction, but different creators perhaps, but different purposes or visions, but some very similar technologies.
Yeah, suppose you're right. I don't have many notes on my end, but I'm
Yeah.
sure.
I'm just assuming, like, now that I'm this out of character, this isn't the first time I'm learning that you're
Yeah.
Therian. So I guess in character he might kind of have recognized some sort of details that would raise that question. Yeah.
Perhaps we'll find more in the tower on that.
It would be wonderful if we could acquire more knowledge of how these constructs are constructed and animated. I myself am not fully aware of the soul binding ritual that was used to animate me, and would be most interested in discovering such knowledge. But of course, the Shadowlord lore is our primary objective.
All right.
All right, what do you
Wonder
want to
if
do?
there's any more guardians around here like that.
Alright, do we
So
want
the
to
blast and the
head,
chromatic infusion would wear off.
head over to the northeast, or should we go down the pathway that the steel golem or steel
So this is more of a pit. Though you could, in theory, jump over to this little rock outlet up here, but this is like a deep chasm.
predator?
And
I
it
would be
looks like
curious
there's a
to
deep
check out.
chasm on the other side, too.
Can I take out Sprocket and just have her kind of fly up here and take a glance?
Sure. So you send Sprocket over.
And I'll
Are you
relay-
looking
I'll-
through
I'll
her
look-
eyes?
Yeah, I'll look through her eyes and then relay to the group what she sees.
Give me an active perception check.
Is that Arapels or Sprockets?
I think it would be both.
Both? Okay.
Since you're
Alright,
looking
so
through her
here
eyes. She's
is-
looking and you're looking, basically.
And then Arapels is perception.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh wow, I wasn't in the right tab, so I didn't even realize how well she had rolled until I came back to the tab after. So
Alright, so you're not having much luck, but Sprocket would see
it's all excited and fluttered in my head.
an odd-looking ledge over here. Looks like this might be, or at least this might be the foundation of an old building that some rocks like collapsed on top of, which is a little odd. But buried in the debris, she sees what looks like a rope, which is kind of odd. She can't really get it out because it looks like there are some rocks on top of it. She's, a little bird.
Oh,
So
There's something there.
Arapel's eyes are normally illuminated and like transitioning between three colors, but right now they're just kind of white. But he would speak to all of you and explain what Sprocket is seeing, and I know not what it means, but perhaps it is worthy of investigation if we wish to traverse this pit. It may be nothing. I do not know the significance.
cool. Think we have rope and pitons and other things we could expend to get across the pit.
and some people with some flying
magic.
abilities.
Yeah.
I could fly.
Aren't you
Alright, so
special?
Malin is gonna fly over there.
I do think that it might be worthwhile for us to set up the rope and pitons just in case our party is on opposite sides of the pit and needs to quickly join the other side.
Yeah,
Uh,
and in case the flying, doesn't work out.
How high are you flying when you fly over there?
I mean, I'm gonna okay, not too high. I'm
Alright,
gonna
so
Whatever
kinda-
could you mean about flying
Like,
not working out?
More like hopping between.
So you
the
kind of
rocks.
like hover over the pit,
like-
flying over to where Sprocket is.
So is this whole little tunnel here a pit? This whole area?
Yeah, all the black is like basically a chasm.
Oh, okay, all over. Okay, like more like a, what is it, ravine or?
Yeah,
Chasm
like
or-
basically falling down into the mountain, but you can't see the bottom, so you imagine it goes pretty far. So yeah, you'd see
There's, like, a ledge
Sprocket.
here.
Yeah, there's a ledge there. So Malin, yeah, you see Sprocket kind of pecking at something over here.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to him.
Yeah, it looks like there's a rope. Do you want to clear some of the rocks aside?
How recent is the rope?
It looks like it's really old. Like it's been here a while. It's pretty much falling apart, whatever it is.
Okay. Yeah, I'll clear it. I'll clear the rocks aside.
So you clear the rocks, and there is an old pouch that's also kind of frayed and looks like it was pretty badly messed up.
What?
A pouch.
Oh, pouch.
Like a disintegrated, or not fully disintegrated, but like a pouch that's kind of falling apart.
I mean, is there anything in the pouch?
So if you put your hand in the pouch,
All grabs you.
you,
It's a mimic.
huh? It's a mimic.
No.
There's a
Integrating mimic in the middle of the mountain.
There's a smooth stone in the pouch that has some runes etched into it, which you don't fully recognize. Arcana might tell you something.
Okay, let's see if I know anything.
You're not sure what's going on with this. And actually, you see also, now that you're examining this, something else in the debris over here kind of sparking. Like there's like light from something else.
Sparking or sparkling?
Like sparkling.
Okay, just checking. Like sparking is like fire, and sparkling is like, okay, it's caught some light.
Yeah, it's more like magical light of some kind.
Okay, cool.
Alright, yeah, let's, what do we got here?
So you step there, kind of looking closer, and as you clear some more debris away, there is a rune there that will flash.
Oh,
no.
oh boy.
I've literally gone months in game without Sprocket dying. Are you about to kill her?
So there is an explosion, but it doesn't seem to hurt you.
What?
However, when it goes off, you suddenly fall to the ground as the boots stop functioning. I need an
just lost my magic,
acrobatics
didn't I?
check.
I just lost my magic, didn't I? Alright.
And Sprocket would go falling down into the ravine.
Oh, would that kill her?
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
Oh boy. I don't have a squad.
Congratulations. Sprocket has died for the first time.
I'm about to join her. I'm definitely
So you do
flashing
keep
yes
your
by
balance, basically hugging this rock with all that you can, kind of teetering on the side of the ravine here.
Fuck.
And you all kind of see this flash of energy and maybe hear some cursing coming from Malin at this point. And yeah, Arapella, you would see Sprocket just suddenly like turn off and fall down.
All right.
Arapel's eyes shift to pale yellow and stay there, and he goes boop, boop, boop.
Boop, boop, boop.
Oh.
Shit. Did my Crimson Rights deactivate, I guess?
Any magical effects on you right now are deactivated.
All magical effects. Damn.
And is the runes? I mean, I guess
It's
I'm not there.
Is it still glowing?
You wouldn't see the rune from here.
Arapel would relay what Sprocket saw, but that's obviously
Give me an Arcana, Malin. You might know something.
I guess we can see Malin from here.
And you have training?
Yep.
So you think that this rune is now generating an anti-magic field.
Oh. So you can't even. Right, looks
must-
like we're doing old-fashioned.
Yeah, we must
rescue.
assemble. Yeah, we must assemble a
Like,
mundane.
the runes, like, is it? It's like etched into the wall, or?
Yeah, you see it's like glowing now that you cleared out the debris.
Cover it back up.
Wait, so is it like describe the wall? Is it like it's on a brick on the wall, or is it just like a flat like?
So it looks like it was carved into a section of the wall that survived the collapse. Like maybe whatever was in here before, they had made an anti-magic area for some reason, and it survived when the house fell over. But it was deactivated until you kind of messed with it.
Can I pull it out of the wall?
Do you want to try to, like, what, break off the piece of the wall that it's on?
Yeah.
Yeah. How would you do that?
So it's not a brick, it's just like flat, like stone, right?
Yeah, it's like a section of the wall just has this rune etched into it.
I don't have much
Do
I
you
can
require a pickaxe?
Wait, do I actually have a pickaxe? I remember from like
Airmail
way
does. We just have to get it to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, why don't we figure this out next time? Because we are a little over. Let's do
Quite the
MVP
cliffhanger here.
a literal
I love how
cliffhanger.
It's like, oh, just dispel it. When he's in an anti-magic field.
Yeah, you can't actually
Cliff,
do
I'm
that.
done. I'm done with this.
Unfortunately, the dispel would not be able to target it because it is in the anti-magic field.
So
I
my
think.
longest,
Fun and I fall off.
my longest streak of keeping a familiar safe and coddled, it has ended.
That was a
That's
pretty
what-
good run.
Yeah, honestly,
what you
since
get.
Arapel joined this party, Rocket has never been killed.
Well,
It's months in game and years out of game.
Yeah. Well,
Rest
good
in peace,
job,
Rock.
everyone. I will warn you, there's probably a lot of combat to come soon,
Right.
Yeah, I would expect
which will make
nothing less.
certain people very happy.
I wonder who's talking about it.
If he survives the cliff.
That would be unfortunate. He rolls
Mal
like
died?
rolls a new character that isn't for combat or something.
How did he die? Oh yeah, he fell off a
He
cliff.
just fell off a cliff. Hey, adventuring's no joke. Alright, I need one more vote.
Well, I
Who's-
did
was-
say that we should
it-
like put up ropes or something so that we can easily get to you, but there you are over there by yourself.
Is that you, Glenn?
Yeah.
Where's your
Okay.
vote? Although I know who's going to be MVP, but vote anyway.
What
All right.
Your vote counts.
And
Just
Yeah.
like voting in Oregon, my vote
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Now I will electoral college this, and Uslog is the MVP,
Yay.
according to my
Thank you.
delegates.
Is it because of the pun?
It's only because of the pun.
Well, thank you.
We don't have to tell you how we vote or why we vote.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna admit I'm wildly inconsistent on why I vote from day to day. Like
I was just kidding.
sometimes it's something that made me laugh. Sometimes it's because you really were like pivotal to getting us through a combat. Sometimes it's like I don't know, something
It's all
completely
vibes.
random.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm pretty sure I won
One second.
once for rizzing up Diddy once. I'm pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been some weird vote wins. What did you say, Chomsky? Sorry, I missed that.
I'm gonna head out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I will
Matt.
see y'all next week.
Yeah. Have a
Bye,
good night.
everybody.
Good game.
That was a fun session.
That was good. That was pretty solid.
Sorry, I was so
Found the
distracted.
tower.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
More like the
almost
tower
into
found
the
me,
rune
pulled me out
tower.
of there twice.
You're farther than any other. Well, at least farther in the main story than any other group.
I'm so excited to be so close to the tower. This is
You just had to
super
do
cool.
a revolution first.
yeah. That was worth it too.
That was worth it.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Yep,
See
same.
you all
Good
next
night,
week.
guys.
Take care.